Hey, Kelly is here. Welcome, everybody. Today we are doing estate sale fabrics from the estate that we're helping liquidate. And I have a ton of pre-cuts. So not like, um, so they're the quilter pre-cuts. So not like charm packs and jelly rolls and stuff that were manufactured. These are her pre-cuts. So a ton of them. And there's some really nice stuff. So if you kind of look back here, there's all these bins and all this stuff back here. So we're going to kind of go through the pre-cuts. I also have felted wool today. I have some batiks out. I have some patterns out. I have oh, and if you want custom scrap bags, stay till the end, and I'm gonna let people tell me a color, and I'll fill a bag for you. But we'll do that at the end, so we don't, make people wait. All right, so let's get started with some of this stuff. Okay, I wanted to. Oh, also, I have calico or not calico, ginghams. I have some ginghams that we found and some ticking fabrics. So ticking and gingham and all the pre-cuts. So thanks for being here. Liz is in the house. Welcome, Liz. How are you today? Everyone who's joining, thanks so much. All right. So let's start with some of the smaller squares and strips that I have. So let me get
Good afternoon.
pins down. So these are going to be little 2.5-inch squares that are pre-cut. And then I have some that are even smaller. But let's start with that. Okay. So I have this and I will sell it, but I wanted to use it as comparison. So here is a little Moda, one of the tiny little 2.5-inch square charm packs. And I just wanted you to see that these are about, because I was not going to count, this is about double or more, the amount of squares that are in one of these. So, and this is just a little bit of everything. She loved Civil War. So I would say most of her stuff leans, kind of that vibe, but there's a little bit of everything in these. So we're going to start with that one. And welcome everybody. And I'm just going to start these at $3. I think that's a fair price for all that work cutting. So little 2.5-inch squares, about double the amount of what's in a manufactured charm pack of just all kinds of prints. And like I said, leans probably a little bit Civil War retro. So nice little pack. Thank you, Ask Right Help, for your bid. And as soon as that one runs, we'll run another one and we'll go down to 10 cents.
Right.
Correct. That one's coming to you. I do have a few bags, but I may need some more.
Oh, PNW.
All right, so that one's coming her way.
Uh-oh. Did you take my tape someplace?
Oh, you know what? It's on the table.
Excuse me, everyone, while I go get tape.
All right, here's another one of those. So same deal, 2.5-inch squares and about double plus another half probably of mini little charm squares, 2.5-inch. So just a ton of prints in there, a little bit of everything. So if you love to make quilts with all the small little pieces, here's a nice bundle of those. Oh, I didn't change the time, you guys. Sorry.
SB Right Help.
She's getting that one too. Probably 2.5-inch, about double the amount as a little Moda charm pack. Another one going to S. Right. Congrats. All right, I will change the time on this one.
Thank you.
Okay, so here's a third one, same deal. We're going down to 15 seconds. Actually, let's do 10 with a 5-second. That gives you a little extra.
Let's do 12 and a half seconds.
Okay, so here's another one. This one has kind of darkers, and most of them are a little bit darker, but there's a little bit of everything in there. So 2.5 inch, about double and a half what would be in a manufactured charm. Thank you. That's great. Taking that. Okay, and then this one is about.
What does one use a charm pack for usually?
So these little pre-cuts, just for quilting, just to make the little tiny squares. A lot of people do the little paper piecing, what you call it, hexagons with these, and make the little hexies and stuff like that. And so, yeah, just quilting. All right, so this is a manufactured one. This stack, I'm going to say, is probably at least 3 times and then more. And these were all in a bag, like together. So she had them coordinated for something. So a really huge amount in this stack. And again, Lean's Civil War prints. Okay, so here we go. This one is about 3 times the amount. So that would be, because those little packs have 42. So this would be like 120 something or more of these little 2.5 inch squares. So you're getting a ton in there.
Island Girl, if a person buys a charm pack, they're lucky. And the reason they buy the lucky charm pack, because they're magically delicious.
And that's going to Mary. Congrats. That was
Mary
Mary's
Flo.
first purchase. That nice little bag of squares is coming your way.
Thanks, Mary Flo.
And then this is just a tiny amount of mini ones. I'm going to see if there's more of that size. Okay. These are 2.5 inch strips, but not, I would say most of these are not with the fabric. A few are, but most of them are not with the fabric. So they're just 2.5 inch to cut those little, squares out. So it's like pre-cut into the 2.5 inch strips. This bundle weighs 13.8 ounces. So that's a ton of fabric. That's about 2.5 to 3 yards worth of fabric. And we're going to run this starting at 5. You get the whole bundle, and it's just, everything. A bunch of different prints. And
nothing's running.
Oh, nothing's running. Let's try that again. All right, is it running now? Okay, there we go. So 2.5 inch strips. Most are not with the fabric. So she just had them in the bucket with these where she was cutting out her little
Mary Flo
2
takes that bad
and a
girl.
half inch. Thank you, Mary. All right, do you have a bag for this? I should have told you to get bags. I forgot. Okay, and then here's another bundle like that. And this one weighs 14 ounces. So just a tiny bit heavier than the last one.
Hey, welcome in T Stewart 3. Welcome in Radiant Troubles.
So 2.5 inch strips that are not full width of fabric, most of them. There probably are some that are.
What's up with that?
But most of them are not. And there's just a little bit of everything. Tons of prints in here, tons of colors. You get a ton of stuff. And Mary is taking that. Thank you, Mary.
The Flowinator takes that.
All right. That bin is empty.
Thanks, Mary Flo.
All right. This bin has strips that are 1.5 inch. So 1.5 inch wide. And I would say, I'm just going to grab about, I think what I'm going to do is just grab a stack that's about 8 ounces. So I just grabbed that stack. We're at 4, 6, and
Hey, Poodle and Henrietta.
I don't know, is 8 ounces too many of these? I don't know. Let me look. All right, let me just look and see if that's too many to deal with. Okay, here's 8 ounces. So all strips pre-cut, 1.5 inch wide. Some are with the fabric and some are not.
Hey, Gwen.
So it's a big old bundle.
Watson.
Did you get some bags?
I did not. I
Okay.
can.
Well, you're gonna have to, because this is gonna be too hard to deal with otherwise. Sorry. All right, let me get this running. 8 ounces. We'll start these at 4. So 1.5 inch strips, just all kinds of stuff in here. Look at all these fun pieces you're gonna get. Pre-cut at 1.5 inch. Thank you for your bids, and Georgine is taking that bundle.
I'll put them in something different.
Okay. So Georgine has that bundle. Okay, here's something that was in this other one. These are 2-inch squares. They're not the 2.5, 2-inch. And it's a whole bag that she had, saved for something or left over from something. This weighs 3.2 ounces. It's about the equivalent of 3 of these, because by weight, this is 1 ounce and this is 3.2. So this is about 3 of those charm packs worth, only sized for 2-inch. Okay, so here we go. That's running. So you get this whole bag. These appear to be kind of like light Civil War, but there's a ton of little squares in here. And there's some pinks, some blues, and just every color you can imagine. So nice little 2-inch squares.
SB Right Haupt takes that.
Thank you. All right, let's do some more of these little 2-inch strips. So I'm just gonna again weigh out about 8 ounces in here. And these have, a little bit of everything. I'm seeing some batiks in here. Just all kinds of stuff. Wovens, there's a few wovens. All right, this is 8.2 ounces of those 2-inch, or 1.5. Sorry, these are the 1.5 inch strips. Have to keep my sizes right here. So 1.5 inch. Get this started. All right, 8 ounces, 1.5 inch. There's a ton of stuff in here. Look at all these pretties.
Look, they're all headbands.
Could be. Depending on what you want to make them into, could be.
You could play hippie all year long.
So 8 ounces.
Henrietta, how
Thank you,
that?
Henrietta. And yeah, weight wise, that's about, a yard and a half to 2 yards of fabric. So good deal.
Thanks, Henrietta.
All right, let me grab another stack of those. 1.5 inches. And we're at all right, we're at 8.2. Okay. So 8.2, 1.5 inch strips. may or may not be with the fabric. Here we go.
Here comes that rainy day feeling again.
Just a little bit of everything in there. This one's got some solids.
And soon my
Got
quilting will be
lots of
falling
prints,
rain.
some bright ones, some retros. I see. That's pretty. All right,
Merry
is going to
flow.
Thank you.
The Flowinator takes it.
All right, here is another bundle. 8.4. This has a lot of pink. There's a lot of pink in this one.
A lot of pink.
All right, 1.5-inch pre-cut strips.
Welcome in, Texas nurse.
There's lots of cute ones in this. I see a bunch of those retros.
And Emerald Cindy
in there
are
too.
in the house. Bonnie Hand.
Bonnie is taking that one.
Thanks, Bonnie Hand.
Okay.
Bonnie Hand Clyde.
All right, hand me a
Sorry,
clear bag. Can you hand me a clear bag?
A clear bag? Let me see if I've got one back here.
Because I'm just going to put what's left. Oh, wait, never mind. I found one.
Oh, okay.
I've got one. All right, this is going to be what's left of the strips. And then she's got some that are in, partially ready already down to certain, lengths in there. And then I'm dumping the rest of this bin, which is a bunch of little 1.5-inch squares. So I'm going to put the rest of it in here and I'm just going to weigh the bag. This is a huge bag full of 1.5-inch strips and squares. Let me weigh this.
Strips and squares.
All right, this weighs 10.2 ounces. All right, that's running. We get everything in here. There's a ton of pre-cuts in there. What was left of the strips, and then a bunch more. Jennifer. Thank you, Jennifer. Coming your way.
Jenny, I got your number. Thanks, Jennifer.
All right, 1 second. Reset. Get a new bin. And get the threads off.
Me and Andy and Carrie and Karen.
Let me do some of these stacks.
Oh, that
really quick.
That song's gonna be stuck in your head.
All right, this one is marked Strip Club Placemats. And they are, it's just a big roll of really cute. They kind of look like Eastery. See the bunnies and the carrots, and then you've got some other cute pastels. So it's probably an Easter placemat project. And these look like they're with the, these are with the fabric by 2-inch wide. So 2-inch wide with the fabric. This weighs 3.5.
Wow, cool.
3.5 ounces. So cute Eastery strips in pastels, and then that bunny print, and then some other cute. There's some dimples I see, and some pretty stuff. So cute little set of strips.
Chrissy.
Thank you, Chrissy.
Thanks, Chrissy Woo. My name is Chrissy Woo. How do you do?
All right, this is a set of squares that are 4-inch. And let me just compare it to a regular charm pack so I can have an idea.
He do just fine.
All right, here is a.
Welcome in, Pat.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is probably around 35 to 40. Comparing it to a regular charm pack, and it is a bunch of different prints in this same kind of honey color. Do I have any embroidery cotton? So you're looking for like the cotton that's kind of more loose weave that you can embroider on. So yeah, I probably have a couple pieces that I can show you next that might work for that. All right, so this is a set of 4-inch squares, all honey color. It looks like there's 3 or 4 different prints. And we're gonna run that. Here we go. So pretty squares, pretty honey color. There's some of that, some of that, some of that, and some of that. It looks like 4 different prints. Big old set of squares.
Lisa
is taking that. Thank you for your first purchase. Let's do a giveaway.
Okay.
All right, giveaway number 1.
What up, brah?
Is running. Everybody get in.
How you doing?
And these are salesman sample fabric pieces, because this quilter worked for many years at a quilt shop. And so you're gonna get one of these beautiful sample pieces. They're about 9 by 9 square. Look at this one with the lace and the flowers. It is super pretty. So everybody get in that giveaway and you'll get one of these little salesman sample fabric pieces. Okay. Let's run this set. So this is just a huge stack of squares that are 5-inch. So these are the same size as a 5-inch charm pack. And I would say there's, just comparing it again, probably double plus some extra. So more than 80, more than 80, probably 100 and something in this stack. So we're going to run that one.
But is it 100 by the US
5-inch
or by metric?
And there's just a ton in here. So ginghams, dots, some prints, bunch of different prints. It's a few solids, it looks like, mostly marbly ones.
Catherine, our first.
Thank you, Catherine. That's a good deal. Nice bundle there. 5-inch squares coming to you.
Catherine, that's a family name on both sides of our family.
Oh, speaking of salesman samples, this is a little set that were together. So they would have been, I was going to run
the hood.
I was going to run a piece that would have be good for embroidery. So let me show you that really quick. This is I'm guessing this is maybe a linen blend, but it feels cotton to me, and it doesn't have the drape that linen has, because linen's more loosey-goosey. So I think this is 100% cotton, but it's definitely that looser weave that you can embroider on, and it has a nice slub. And this is a half yard, but it is 54 wide. So 54 wide, half yard, kind of a musliny feel piece. So if that fits the bill for someone looking for embroidery fabric, this would be beautiful for that. So let me run that piece.
That's what they tell me at the gym.
So it's a half yard, 54 wide.
They see me in my workout clothes and they go, slub.
Beautiful, just a nice off-white cream color. And here's white comparatively. So that is running if someone wants that.
Donahue,
Donahue, thank you. And then I have this piece.
Patty D.
That is a full yard, I think.
Thanks, Patty D.
Yeah, this is a full yard. This one is a woven. And it has a tiny little diamond weave to it. See that? And it's a full yard. And it's a nice off-white cream color. It would give, if you embroidered on this, it would have a little bit of extra texture to it, but it's so pretty. Full yard, if someone wants that one. So I'm gonna run that. Beautiful piece. And it's kind of like a muslin. It has the natural little specks that muslin has in it. See the little tiny little brown specks. Thank you, Patricia.
Patty D.
All right, that's coming to you.
Thanks, Patty D.
And let me just see if I see anything else really quick that's kind of that vibe, that feel. Not right off the bat, but I have a big scrap bundle of, let's do that one really quick. This is a huge scrap bundle.
Huge.
And these are all white and off-white solids that are pre-cut into strips. Some of them are pre-cut into squares. And all of this is nice quilting cotton that you could embroider on. Bonnie just won the giveaway. Oh, congrats. This beautiful piece is coming to you. Congrats, all right, so Bonnie. This is a huge bundle. Let me weigh it. These would be all excellent pieces for embroidery because it's just that nice, heavyweight quilting cottons in whites and off whites. And this is a pound of fabric. So a whole pound of white and off white pre-cut strips and squares. So let's run that. I'm going to start it at $6. That's running. This is a really good deal because you can get all this nice white and off-white, and it's all, quilt shop quality cottons.
Mike love.
Thank you. Thank you for your first purchase. That's a really good gift.
Congrats.
All right. Can you reach it if I just set it there?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
All right, back to our pre-cuts. I was showing this little sample set. So this would have been a set that a salesman would have brought in to show the fabric store. And you can tell because they have the little pinked edges, and they also have a little bit of paper because they were attached often to little display paper with notes on them or something. So you may have to wash it and get that off. So they're
attached
squares. This is a beautiful woven damsk, and there's two pieces of that. They're cotton and in two colors. And they're little 8-inch squares, it looks like. Then you've got a piece of cream woven, a piece of this color, like a taupe color, a little bit lighter gray, and then this one that has a little print on it. It's a screen print. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little samples that came in a set. Here we go. That's running. And they're about 8-inch square, I think. Let me measure one to make sure. Sometimes these are a little bit bigger.
They came with little love notes from the third one.
These are 9-inch square. 9 by something.
Your love is like the buffet at
Nobody wants that set? Okay.
It makes my heart burn.
Okay, let's do this set of squares. This is a good set. I think these all coordinate from the same line, if I had to guess. And these are pre-cut squares that are 6 inches. So 6-inch square. And this weighs over a pound, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Actually, it's 13 ounces. 13 ounces. So look at all of this. Pretty sure this all goes
any more
to the same
squares
line. I have some lights, but that was the only bundle I had that was all white. But I do have some white strips that when we get to those, I can do them. Okay, so this is almost a pound of 6-inch squares. That's probably about 4 charm pack thickness worth. So it's a big old bundle.
Frosted Lucky Charms are magically delicious.
All right, here we go. 6-inch.
If you want to,
It's a beautiful set. Look at all these pretties. This is, I'm pretty sure this is a Moda line.
As long as
I
you
recognize it.
Yeah, because we're not doing bundles.
Oh, and you know what? There's a few pieces in here. Sorry, I just forgot. There's some pieces in here tucked in here that are a little bit smaller. I just remembered that are coordinating pieces. Like you'll get like 4 or 5 that are tucked in there that are a different size strip of the same line. If that bothers you, let me know because I forgot to show you that. These are more like rectangles. So it was like a whole set to make something.
Surprise!
Are you good with that? I forgot about that when I showed it. And then everything, the bulk of it is the 6-inch. Okay, yeah, perfect.
She said
I figured you wouldn't care, but
she said since
I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Since you're married to Bert, okay.
No surprises. I like no surprises. Okay. I do have this set that is, you know, let me run the whites separate from the other colors, and that way, so these are all white on white. So they do have printing, but they're all white prints. And these are not squares.
It's like the rice plate.
Well, they're squares, but they're folded up. So they all measure about 11 by 11.
Yes, I'll take the rice bowl with a side of rice.
And there's 1, 2, 3.
Thank you, sir. Would you like rice with your rice bowl?
That way. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's 13 pieces that are folded into fourths. And when you open them up, they measure about 11 by 11. So let me weigh this stack. And they're all white on whites. It weighs 6 ounces. So 6 ounces, that's about, yard and a half of fabric. So here we go. That's right. So you got some that are pinstripe, some that have little prints on them. So just a big old stack, white on whites. And Patricia is getting that stacked.
Grabs that bad girl.
All right, and then these are kind of like cream colors, screen prints, and we've got 1, and this one's like a marble, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 pieces in this stack, and some of them have a little more color than others, like that one. And that one's kind of a swirl. So you can see. And then some are like,
Beth and Linda.
how many did I just say?
How many did you say?
This weighs 4 ounces.
You just said 4 ounces.
2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 pieces that fold out to that 11 by 11.
Good job, Lisa and Muriel. You guys are very serious.
Thank you.
You guys probably sat in the front row when you were in class.
Well, that's why we have mods, so people can hopefully remember what I said so that I don't have to try and do it again, but I don't always manage. So 10 pieces folded into fourths, 11 by 11. Going to Georgine.
Takes that bad girl. Or as she's known to her friends, Georgine.
This huge stack of, let's see if they're all the same color. Let me see if I can tell. I think this is all the same color, but that looks a little bit more white than that.
Welcome in, Nesta Fan.
Okay, so let me see if I can separate it because there's some that are, that way we'll do in the two colors. Yeah. All right, these are the whiter ones, and this is pretty white. And they are 7-inch squares. So a huge stack of 7-inch white squares weighs 7 ounces. Here we go.
7 inches.
7 ounces of 7-inch white squares already cut at 7-inch.
7 inch.
Nice quilting cotton.
7 weight.
That's going to my
love.
my K love. Congrats. All right, this one's much thicker. This is the more off-white cream tone. You can see there might be two different colors. Does that one look darker than that one? No, I think that's the same. I think it's all the same. All right, and
Thank you,
huge
love.
stack. This weighs 13.6 ounces. Huge stack.
Huge.
Huge stack.
That's right. The H is optional in this show. You're allowed to say
all off-white cream, 7-inch squares. That's a good deal. Thank you for your bids. And that is going to
white color.
Thank you. Good deal.
Thanks.
All right,
love.
let's do this stack that has this is kind of a very light beige.
Red, white, and blue.
So there's a big stack of that color. There's a few different colors of yellows. This is, maybe this is the same.
Hey,
it's a different color, some more like cream.
Welcome in,
but
Karen.
Different. And then a different color. And then you've got a little bit of purple, some reds, and some dark. This is brown. It's like an espresso brown, dark brown. All right, this whole stack, and these are 7-inch. Let me make sure.
What can brown do for you?
7-inch squares. The whole stack. And this weighs
Becky
13.5 ounces. So you've got brown, red, purple, creams, yellows, and then this one that's kind of a light beige color. Okay. That's a huge chunk. So all of those pre-cut 7-inch squares in all those colors. And there's a bunch of every color. So you get a nice, section of each color. And these are all quilting cottons.
Muriel Hanson.
Thank you, Muriel. Congrats.
Muriel Lee Ann Hanson.
All right, and then this whole stack is all black. So all black quilting cotton. Let me get some of the fuzz off of it. Black shows every fuzz ball. 7-inch squares. This weighs 11.8 ounces. All black.
Black is black. I want my baby back.
And it's all of these are really nice. So Kona or
since she went away.
So all quilt shop cotton.
Look at that.
My Kay is taking that. Congrats.
She likes black and white. Black and white. Ebony and ivory.
All right, these are pieces and chunks and some that are like strip pieces of just some different solids.
Thank you, love.
And all of them feel like 100% cotton except for this piece. So I think I'll leave it out. You can tell that's not cotton. Okay, I'm leaving it out. Let me make sure.
That poor piece of fabric. It has a complex.
Yeah, the rest of these are all cotton.
Can that piece of fabric ever come back?
All right. So, and some of them are a little bit scrappy, like that one's got a little bit cut out of it. The pieces are, like 6 to about, these ones are folded up 6-inch strips. And then these are just some extra little pieces.
Welcome in, Megan and Ken.
And this bundle weighs 6 ounces, 6.6 ounces.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
That's right. So if someone wants that bundle,
help me, Rhonda.
6-inch strips mostly, and then there's a few other little pieces here that are just with it. Solid scraps. And Rosemary is taking that bundle. Congrats.
Love.
Thank you for your first.
My Rosemary goes and nobody knows.
Right, let me get another bin out.
There's something about her hair all in mine. It's a feeling that's fine. And I just gotta say, hey. Thank you, Rosemary.
All right, this is a little bag of squares, pre-cut squares. Let's see. Oh no, these aren't squares, these are tumblers. So the little thimble shaped tumblers, I think is what you call them. Right? Is that what you guys call them? Tumblers?
I call them.
And it says on the bag that there are 200 of these.
Muriel says yes.
So little cotton tumblers. Oh, these are cute. There's 200 of them in there. Let's see what this weighs. It's 3.5 ounces of tumblers. Oh, and they are, just so you know, the size on them.
I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. I'll tumble for you. She keeps a straight face by ignoring me.
Oh, sorry. All right, these are, I'm just trying to measure the width, the length. I just think it's important that you know what size tumblers they are. Okay. They are.
Are they rectangles? No.
2.5 inch. So 2.5 inch from here to here. They're thimble shaped. They're called tumblers. So they make, there's some quilt blocks in here that have, oh no, that's not tumblers.
When they're all sewn together, they make a quilt.
Well, like, oh, so like here's a Dresden. So a lot of people will do them, you know, stacked, and you can do Dresdens with them, or flower. I don't know. What do you guys tell me? Everybody in chat, tell me. Mine's going blank. So how you would use these?
Man, Nancy.
So they fit right there on this little.
Welcome in, Soul North.
Template. So that's what they are. So there's 200 of these in this little bag, and they're about 2.5 inches long. All right, here we go. That's a lot of work cutting those out. Huh. 200 of these little tumblers. And there's just tons of prints in here.
Yes, bright. How big those?
Hey, I'm all for pre-cut, right, in quilting, because if you can get them pre-cut, it's like half the work is done, right? Put a piece of tape on that, please. Thank you. Yes, master. Okay, here's another bag of those. This one also says 200. So another bag of 200 of these, same size, about 2.5 inches long from the top to the bottom, shaped like a thimble. Okay. Yes. Cutting is your problem. Yeah. You get to a point where if you have any kind of arthritis, or those, what do you call it when you get the pinched nerves in your wrist? Oh, it's horrible.
It's called.
All right, so that's running 200 of these little tumblers, pre-cut. There's all kinds of prints
Called out
in there. And that one is going to Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie. All right, here's that bag. Tape it shut. All right, this one is also 200. So another one, this one's taped, so I'm not even going to open it. 200 of these little 2.5 inch long tumbler thimble shaped pre-cuts. Oh, and here's some pieces that I'll show you that are pieced together, and we'll sell them in the strips. So you can kind of see how they're pieced together. Thank you, S. Out.
Thanks.
Let me see if these are all. Okay, so see, here's a bunch of them pieced together. So you do, one way, one way, one the other. And then it's got a straight edge.
That's groovy.
So, yeah. So let me see what we've got here, because there's a bunch of these that are pre-sewn with, it looks like most of them have 4 of the little, oh, but there's some that are a little bit longer too. So there's just a big stack of these that are pre-sewn from 2 up all the way up to, yeah, some of them are just 2 sewn together. These are all 2 sewn together, and then these are all 2 or more sewn together. So it's just a big stack of them pre-sewn. So let's see how much that weighs. 4.5 ounces pre-sewn tumbler strips.
Maybe you do an edge of a quilt with it or something.
No, I mean they're part of a quilt.
Like
So,
the edge.
No, because they're like
But they could be the edge.
it's just a different way to do scrappy quilts, to do cute quilt.
Farmhouse, take that
bundle. Thank you. I don't have a bag for this one.
I do. I'm that kind of guy.
All right, let's run this.
Thanks, Farmhouse.
This template. It's a nice acrylic one. It's marked Easy Dresden by Darlene Zimmerman, and it's 8 inches from here down to here, and then across the top it is 3.5. So 3.5 here, 8-inch long there. So it's like acrylic template. All right, we're gonna run that. Gently Loved Dresden template. Someone wants that. Thank you for your bids. That one is going to Vonnie.
Bonnie, 56.
All right, here is another bag of, looks like 200. It doesn't say that.
Love me so
Let me compare it.
easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Baby, baby.
All right, I'm gonna guess this is about this. I don't know. Let me see one of those bags of 200 and compare it. Because here's another bag of those by weight. You know where you took it from, right?
I do.
Because this one, the other ones all say 200. This one doesn't say that. All right, the 200 weighed 3.5. This weighs 3. So slightly less than 200. Okay, in this one.
Oh, and awesome. Awesome, Sandra.
Of the little 2.5-inch long tumblers. Just, all kinds of prints. So this is probably around 180 of them, maybe.
Hey, that's Bright
That's
House.
Bright House taking that one.
Tell me to tape it.
All right, these are squares.
Thanks, that's Bright House. Hey, Tammy and Kate Pine and Karma Chameleon.
Size. I think these are the 2.5-inch squares. Yes, 2.5-inch squares. This is a little bag of them, and this is about 2.5 worth of the, width-wise on that. So probably about 80 to 90 squares. All right, that's running. And it's just all kinds of 2.5-inch squares. Pre-cut, cute prints, a little bit of everything in there for crazy quilts. Going to Muriel.
Muriel.
That's probably how you say it.
Or as they say in Canada, Muriel.
All right, that's coming to you.
Congrats, Muriel.
Thank you, thank you. Let's run another giveaway. We've had a couple more new customers. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, did I get multiples in here? Did I already run 2 giveaways? I thought I only ran 1.
Oh, you go by Leanne. Okay.
Let's run a buyer giveaway. So everyone that's made a purchase so far, and the first buyer giveaway is going to be this set of little squares that are little blocks that are have triangles. So they're sewn little triangles, and I think there's about 15 of them, and they are 2.5-inch sewn little triangles. So everyone get in for that little set. They were some little orphaned blocks. So you guys get them.
Huérfanos.
All right. So everyone that made a purchase, get in. Okay, this says these are 2.5-inch. Ooh, these are all kinds of cute prints. Look at all these. So 2.5-inch. This is about 4 charm packs worth of 2.5-inch. And everyone get in that giveaway. All right, that's running. So about 4 mini charm packs worth of 2.5 inchers, and you got all kinds of cute prints in here.
Red first purchase.
Thank you for your first purchase. Get in that giveaway because you just became a buyer.
Congrats, Red
Congrats.
Hey.
All right, here we go. This one is
Baby, find it. Come on and find it.
2.5-inch squares again. Another big bundle of really cute prints. This one's probably about the same. I'm going to say about 3.5 worth.
Come and get your love.
Come
and get your love.
So
Get your love now.
About 100 to 120 squares. That's running. Look at all these cute squares. 2.5-inch pre-cuts. Tons of prints in there. Going to
Leanne.
What did you say?
Leanne.
That's not Leanne. Oh, it is in the middle. Leanne. Did she say it was Leanne?
Yes.
So Bert paid attention. I did not. Thank you, Leanne. All right, this bag has 2 stacks of 2.5-inch squares. Let's see when we stack them together how many we think there are. 2, 3. This is about 4
Welcome
mini
in,
charm packs worth.
Christine and
all kinds of brights and cutes. Oops, I just dumped half of it off, Bert.
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Oh no, it's spilled all over the floor. Let me get something to mop it up.
Is that all of it?
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. I was fanning through and they flopped. I see some cafe in there. And some retros. And let's see what else do I see. Anyway, there's lots of cute stuff in here. Okay, here we go. About 4 mini charm packs worth, 2.5-inch squares.
That's right. Clean up in aisle 1.
Clean up in aisle 1. Dana's throwing squares. See those cake dots or Tula dots, maybe? No, I think those are cake. And I saw some other.
Catherine, Art, take that bad boy.
Get them back in this bag. It's amazing how, as a quilter, how many containers you need to have to contain everything you do, right? Oh, and if you stick around to the end, I'm going to fill some of these. I have a couple bins still of scraps that I haven't sorted. So if you stick around to the end, I have some of these kind of project bags, the nice mesh ones, and I'm gonna let you tell me kind of some colors, and I'll fill them with scraps, and you can buy them with the project bag. So we'll do that at the end. Okay, these are tumblers, so the little thimble shaped ones. And this says, I think this one looks like about 200 compared to that other one. All right, so you get a whole bag of the little thimble tumblers that are 2.5 inches long. That's
and
right.
The giveaway winner is Catherine Ark.
Oh, awesome. Catherine is winning this. Those little those little quilt blocks are coming to you. 200 tumblers are running right now. Pre-cut tumblers, thimble size, shape. Going to S right.
The Hoppinator takes that.
That tape's not sticking.
Thanks, that's
Okay.
right. How? Congrats,
All right, that was most of that bucket. Now we're going to run these. Oh, here, put these in. There's a few extra tumblers that look like they got stitched and unstitched. Just stick them in that last bag we sold. All right. Here's another bundle of the tumblers sewn into sets of either 3 all the way up to
welcome in, Carly.
6.
Welcome in,
So,
Etta.
and this is a huge stack. Look at that. Let me weigh this. 6.1 ounce of pre-sewn tumbler strips. That's right. So you get all of those. There's probably about 40 or 50 there. I don't know.
Holy cow.
There's a lot. Those are going to Farmhouse. Congrats.
Farmhouse. Thanks, Farmhouse.
All right. And then I've got, these are super cute. These are little quilt blocks that look like houses. See how it's looks like a little house, and then here's your sidewalk. And then there's 1, 2, 3. These are so cute. Let me see how many I have. 4, 5. There's 5 here. So let's just run them. Do you guys want me to run these together as a set or separate? What is the vote? Does more than one person want one of these? A set together. Okay. And they measure, let's see.
Together.
They're about 6.5. Yeah, they're 6.5 inches. These are so dang cute. Look at the birds print that she used. This is so creative. Okay, so you're getting these 5 quilt blocks that measure 6.5 inch.
Our house in the middle of our street. Our house. That is where we used to meet.
All right, I'm going to start this at $6. Here we go. These are so cute. So 1, 2, 3. Look at the lips on that. 4 and 5. Those are going to Vonnie.
Vonnie, Finisic.
Those are so cute.
Thanks, Vonnie.
All right. One more bin down.
Bum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust.
All right, these are tumblers that are
and another one's gone, and another one's gone, another one bites the dust.
Let's see, 3.5 by 3 3/4 is what her little. She has a little sign in here. So 3.5 by 3 1/4 tumblers, and I put them into kind of color sets. I did sort these so that it would make just to have some kind of rhyme or reason to it. So these are all kind of blue prints.
Blue eyes.
So, and these weigh.
Baby's got blue eyes.
This weighs 2.2 ounces. It's about the thickness of 2 of these charm packs. So you're probably looking at about 80 of these tumblers. So 3.5 by 3 1/4. All right, here we go. So you're probably looking at about 80. And these are all different blues. So blue tumblers. Thank you for your bids. And these were made on some kind of machine because they have like rounded corners.
56.
Interesting. All right. And then this is a big old stack in purple
Next
that
one.
weighs about this. It weighs a little bit more, 2.8 ounces. So maybe, 80 to 100 of these. All right, here we go. Purples. So there's all kinds of purple prints in there. Thank you for your bids. And those are going to Patricia.
Patty D.
All right, this stack is I'm calling it red green Christmassy because there's a few prints in here that are kind of Christmassy, like this has little ornaments and ivy. There's a bunch of that in there. There's some plaids, stuff like that. That one looks Christmassy. Those are little bells. Is that a Mary Englebright bell? Maybe. So there's some of that. There's some reds, and that one's got pine boughs. So Christmassy, about the same amount, 80 to 100 of these symbols, tumblers. Super cute.
One less bell to answer. One less egg to fry. One less girl to.
And that's going to S right out. Okay, this one was the one that was like a catch-all, and I would say it leans brights. So there's a lot of bright, and then there's some gingham. Oops, I missed one of those. Here, put this. What's that last set?
Uh-oh. Bonus fry, S bright out.
All right, I just don't want it to be orphaned from its matches. All right, so this is like brights.
Keeping the family together.
So the same amount, about 80 to 100 of these precut tumblers that measure 3.5, 3 1/4 is what her little sign says. So
She loves it. You can just tune me out.
So brights.
You all can.
Nobody wants these, or did we miss it? Nobody wants these?
I guess not.
Tell me if someone wants me to run it again.
I'd run it again.
Okay, so again, these are the little tumblers that are 3 3/4 long by 3.5 wide at the, I guess at the top. I don't know how that measurement is, but all right, running again.
They're all like, "Would that guy in the background please shut up?"
Were you distracting everybody?
I guess so.
Okay. All right, bright colors. And there's some of these that cute print with the little ants on there, some ginghams, some flowers, just all kinds of cute
Connie
stuff.
G. Car.
Thank you, Connie.
Purchase.
All right, this one
Connie G. Car
is I'm just gonna call this one kind of like neutrals and kind of earth tones. So you've got a bunch of earth tones and then
welcome to the
neutrals.
hood, Connie G.
And this one's extra thick. So this was probably, let me weigh it. The other ones were coming in at about Yeah, this one's like 3.1. The other one's like 2.2. So extra chunk of earth tones and neutrals. Tumblers. All right, here we go.
Earth tones and neutrals.
Yeah, there's a bunch of neutrals. See all those? And then earth tones prints in there. So a big old chunk of those. Jennifer.
Yeah, it's better.
All right. Now these,
Thank you, Jennifer.
I have a different stack. These are the same size, but instead of being done with the machine, these were done with this acrylic template. So this a little acrylic template, which I'll sell once we're finished with these. So they have more of a pointed edges, but they're that same size, I think. Let me check. So yeah, it measures 3.5 long. The top is 2 inches. The bottom is of the template is 3 3/4. So yeah, basically the same size. Okay. And I'm just going to do these in little sets again that I kind of broke out.
Welcome in, Sherry,
into
Michelle, and Salty.
Different vibes. These were kind of the catch-all brights, and there's a few
Muy bright.
Christmassy ones in here, and this is about 2 ounces worth of them. Okay, so the catch-all bundle that's smaller than the rest. So if someone wants those, template cut tumblers. Bunch of different prints in that one.
Nope,
no tapers. Okay. Let's do so this is Civil War lights. Civil War lights. So see all these Civil War micro prints in light colors or light backgrounds. And this one's a heavier bundle. All right, that's running. That one's a Judy. I recognize it. So you got some pretty pieces in there. Civil War lights. This is Jennifer's taking that one.
Jennifer.
And then these are Civil War and a little bit of other stuff that are kind of like some darker ones and then some neutrals. So that one's what that bundle is. And again, about that thick. So and that one is going to Cindy. Thank you, Cindy.
First purchase.
And then these are reds.
Thank you, bro.
And other colors, and there's just a bunch of different stuff in there. Definitely some Civil War. I would see this lean Civil War, and there's some wovens too. So Civil War and wovens is how I would say this leans. Okay, that's a pretty big chunk too. Of these tumblers.
I'll tumble for you.
And again, they measure 3.5, 3 3/4 tumblers. Jennifer is taking that bundle.
Jennifer.
All right, and then let's just do the rest. So everything that's left, which was these that nobody bought, and then this whole stack that has some blues, some pinks, some greens, and then you get these brights that are at the back. So you're getting all of that. Okay. That's right. So all these tumblers, pre-cuts, and then we'll sell that template too if someone wants it. And S. Bright House taking that chunk. Congrats.
It's a rainy night in Georgia. Thanks, S. Bright House.
All right. Someone wants this little acrylic tumbler. It does have 3 of those little dots on it. And then there's a piece of clear tape, I think.
I feel like it's raining all over the.
Yeah, I think it's just I don't know why, but she put a piece of clear tape in the middle of it that makes a diamond shape. All right, so if someone wants
Hey, we're getting rated by Q Rock 639.
For the raid. we'll pull up your profile. All right, someone wants this little Tumbler acrylic template.
You're listening to the rock.
That's running.
Q Rock. 639.
It does sound like a rock station. All right, Jennifer's taking the template. Congrats. All right, and
Thanks,
hand me your
Jennifer.
phone and I'll pull it up. And let's run another giveaway. All right, giveaway
Thanks,
running.
Jennifer.
We got rated. Thank you for the raid. And here is
Thank you.
Q Rock. Q Rock sells comics and vinyl. And it has a show today at 9 p.m. Modern Comics. All right, so here's Q Rock. Handsome guy there. And please give him a follow and bookmark those upcoming shows: CDs, cassettes, modern comics, and vinyl records. Very cool. Thank you so much for the raid. All right, everyone getting that giveaway. This is a beautiful, another piece of one of those salesman samples. Look at that gorgeous little, like, doily look print. So everyone get in that giveaway. Someone will get this little salesman sample fabric swatch. All right, here is, let me get this bit out of the bag. Let's run some fabric pieces for a minute. All right, this is buttery soft woven gingham. Kind of has a feel of like an art gallery fabric, if you know what art gallery feels like. And it's a beautiful golden cornflower yellow, and it's a full yard of this beautiful woven gingham. So if someone wants that, that's what's running next. Full yard, beautiful gingham. Check. Woven. So it's not a screen print, it's a woven. And it's buttery soft. It's a beautiful piece. Full yard. Georgine is getting that. Congrats.
Thanks, Georgine.
All right, this is vintage distressed primitive. It's got
Did she mention vintage?
actually, let's not sell this unless someone wants it, because I think it's got too many. I don't know. Does someone love primitive stuff? And I don't think this is 100% cotton. It feels like a blend. It's got like some rust stains on it. It's just a big square. Maybe we'll put it as a giveaway option or something if someone likes that rustic primitive stuff. Okay. Not selling that piece. All right. These are quilted. So it's a woven cotton and it's quilted. See the quilting on there? So it's, thicker, and they are ginghams, and this is a fat quarter in a light, like robin's egg blue. So fat quarter of that one. And then there's a piece of the same fabric in this tan color that is, it looks like a quarter yard. Let's see. 10-inch. So yeah, quarter yard, same exact fabric, only in the tan coloring. So fat quarter of the blue and a quarter yard of the tan. And then there's a little strip of the tan that's getting thrown in with that. So 2 pieces quilted wovens. Here we go. This is beautiful fabric, has an amazing feel. Super soft. So you're getting a fat quarter of the blue, a quarter yard, and then an extra strip of the tan. STRNR. Thank you so much for your first purchase.
STRNR.
Everybody getting that giveaway that's running. It's a free for all giveaway. Get in. Those beautiful ginghams are coming to you. Quilted. Super pretty. All right, let's do. All right, this is a piece that has so some shelf fade on the fold in the one spot right there. And this is a micro check woven in like charcoal. It's kind of a houndstooth little micro check. We have a winner. Mary Flo is getting this beautiful little fabric sample. Congrats.
Congrats, Floinator.
All right, so this piece woven has that one fade spot. Let's see where it's at in respect to the whole piece. This is 51 inches of fabric.
Welcome in.
So more than a yard. And where's that fade spot? Now I can't even find it. Oh, it's right there. So here's the fade spot right there. You see that? So let me just measure to where that's at. So we actually have almost a full yard before that point, and then you get some extra. Okay, so there's about 35 inches before that fade spot of this beautiful woven. So let me run that. It's a tiny little kind of charcoal colored micro check woven. Here's what the back of the fabric, and it's 100% cotton, beautiful. No takers. Okay. So we'll save that. All right, do we need to get back to pre-cuts? Let's do some of these big bundles. So these are strip sets where you get a huge bundle, and I tried to make them about the same weight or count as a jelly roll. So this one weighs a pound, and most your average jelly roll that's 42. And don't get excited, I'm not selling this one today, but this one weighs 15.5. So just to give you a reference, that one is, this is more strips than that. Quilter cut, they may not be perfectly exactly 2.5 inches, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, so if you want this big huge bundle that weighs a pound of strips, and most of these are going to be with the fabric, but there may be some that aren't. All right, here we go. Hey Bert.
Yeah.
I'm selling this big jelly roll strips. So, about the same weight, more than a jelly roll weight of just all kinds of stuff in there. These lean kind of brights. Bev Beals taking that. Thank you. That bundle's coming to you. All right. Here's another one. Look at this huge one.
Thanks, Bev.
Tied up. This one weighs 1 pound, 2.6 ounces. There's just a ton here. So pre-cut 2.5 inch. Quilter cut, so may not be perfect. Most are going to be with the fabric, some may not be. Here we go. But I think most of these were with the fabric. So big strip set, just all kinds of stuff in there. That's going to Bev.
Takes that, Bev girl.
All right, this is a a set of 6-inch wide pre-cut pieces. So they're 6-inch by width of fabric. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces. 6-inch strips. These lean vintage Civil War little prints. There's 2 of that one of that one. So a total of, what did I say, 10?
Not sure. I was
Seven,
prepping over
8,
here.
9. There's 9. Okay, so 9 6-inch strips.
Here comes that rain.
That's like 1.5 yards of fabric, right? So in 6-inch strips. That's a Civil War Judy Rothermel. It's a nice one. Nice one. That's pretty. 6-inch width of fabric. There's 2 of that, and then there's that one. That's going to Cindy Bro.
Cindy Bro, way to go. What do you know? Welcome to the show. They're like, is that enough rhyme jokes? Thank you very little.
All right, these are 7. 7? Why did I not have these with the other bundle? They're separate. 7-inch squares. There's, looks like 5 blacks.
Welcome in, Iwa Shah. Welcome in, Sarah Major.
5 in black,
Meyer.
4 in this cream color, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in the yellow. So it's just a little set of 7-inch cotton squares. Here we go. So it was like 5, 4, 9, and then so it's about 13 of them.
Patty
Going to
D.
Patricia.
Thanks, Patty D.
All right. Here is. Oh, someone was wanting the white and cream. This is the bin that has the strips. And these are muslin. So muslin strips. Sorry, something just flew out of
Hey,
here.
Wonder Woman. Hey, Wanda.
So there's
Welcome in,
3
Ernestine.
bundles. So I'm just going to weigh the bundles. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit, right? They're all width of fabric. This first bundle weighs 8.2 ounces. So about half of a jelly roll worth. Muslin, cotton muslin strips. That's right. They're all with the fabric. You can see the selvage there. Here's what your muslin looks like. It's just a nice muslin, 2.5-inch jelly roll strips. Mary Flo is taking that one.
Mary Flo.
Thank you.
Way to go.
All right, this one weighs 7.8 ounces, so pretty close to the last one.
Thank you, Mary Flo.
Actually, let me see how if I put this smaller bundle with it. If I put this smaller bundle with it, we're at 13.3. So that's a jelly roll right there. Okay. So 2 bundles of these.
Wow, that's a lot of fabric.
Here we go.
Welcome in, Mick
So
Birdie.
13 ounces of 2.5-inch muslin strips. Cotton muslin pre-cut. And
Patty
Patricia
D,
is picking
take
up.
that. Thank you, Patty D.
Congrats. Oh, here's some little escaped squares. Let's see what size these all are. All right, these are 2-inch. So a little stack of 2-inch randomness. squares. About 2 mini charm packs thick of 2-inch squares. That's running. So 2-inch squares, just all kinds of prints. Oh, there's some wovens in there. I saw. So a bunch of prints, some wovens.
Red bite.
Red bite. Taking that.
Thanks, Red Bite.
All right, and then these are 2-inch strips. And some are with the fabric, some are not. They're just, just a bunch of strips. Already cut into big strips to make the little squares.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine.
I'll do 2 bundles of these that are about 8 ounces each. So,
hey, Pigeon and Betty and Bernie and Turning Leaf.
all right, so 7 ounces. This one weighs 7 and the other one's going to weigh 7. So 2-inch strips. And they're not going to be full width of fabric. They're just strips. So here we go. That's running 2-inch strips. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Look at all these different prints. Just a bunch of different stuff. Farmhouse is getting that one.
Farmhouse.
Thank you.
Thanks, Farmhouse.
All right, and then here's another bundle just like that. If I can get my hands around it. All right, so another bundle of the 2-inch strips.
Thanks, Farmhouse.
That weighs about 7 ounces. So there's a bunch of different things in there. And that's going
Did
to
we miss the
as well.
felted wool? No, we felt.
No, we haven't run
already.
any wool yet, so we can definitely pull some of that out.
Farmhouse. Yeah, I felt it all morning.
Anyone else here that wants wool? Felted
Welcome in,
wool.
Sugar Wolf.
Yes, I got a yes from Bren, a yes from Wonder Woman. Anyone else want wool? Yes. Okay.
There's a yes from the big
All right.
bad
You guys
wolf.
want the large, medium, or small first? Your vote. Sorry, I look like a wild woman today with my hair. I didn't do anything to it. Any. Okay. How about we'll just go back and forth? So we'll start with
Catherine doesn't
a
care.
small and then go up to large.
That's right. How right?
All right.
Bert
So
gorgeous.
these are the small ones. And it's just smaller pieces and strips, felted wool. And these bags weigh, what do they weigh, Bert?
Your hair. 3 ounces.
3 ounces.
3 ounces of felted wool.
Which is a lot of wool, because felted wool is not very heavy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 ounces wool.
All right, so here's the first one, and we just tried to give you a little bit of variety in every bag, so that you get lots of colors. So small felted wool scraps. Nickerson, that one.
Thank you.
Congrats.
The Robinator grabs that bad
All
girl.
right, here's a medium bag. I'll just go back and forth. So medium, these are 4 to 5 ounces of pieces that are bigger. So not as much variety, but bigger pieces. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 big pieces there. Here we go. That's running felted wool. That's a pretty red. And some nice gray and then some yellow. That's going to Catherine. All right, and then here is a large bag. So larger piece felted wool.
That's right.
So you're getting a big piece of this mossy green, some check buffalo red, and then a big piece of this one that's like a check houndstooth. All right, so this is the large bag, and these weigh 8 ounces.
Yes, the large bag is double the pleasure, double the fun.
So felted wool. And she did a lot of her own dyeing and felting. So, she had a ton of wool. Ren is taking that. That reminds me, let me show you what she did with her wool.
You're the best, Ren.
She did a lot of wool application. And I have courtesy of her husband. He gives me two. I need to out. All right, so this is one of her quilts that has all the felted wool applique. And so if you've been in the show before, you've seen it. If not, gaze upon this amazing quilt with all the felted wool applique. It's so pretty. You can swipe away the chat if you swipe left and then zoom in if you want to take a closer look. Absolutely beautiful. So all of these flower pots and baskets are made out of felted wool. And then she's got quilting cottons in the background. And then she added embroidery and buttons. And she did most of the felting, or most of the applique on this is hand stitched on there. So, the hem stitching type stitching, it's super cute. So that's just one of hers. And she has probably into the 40s and 50s of quilts that are similar to this. So amazing work. So pretty. So that's one of the, just an example of what you can do with these beautiful wool, felted wool. All right, so here's a small bag. This has a lot of pretty pieces in it. So let's run another small. Again, it's going to be about 3 ounces of wool, smaller wool scraps. So you just get a lot of nice different pieces. This one leans a little bit blues. There's some purples, some turquoise in there. And Catherine is taking it back. Scraps, thank you. All right, where'd my assistant go? Where are you? All right, getting more bins. All right, let me find Catherine's. You have a bin, right, Catherine? Yes, there it is. Okay, gotcha. All right, and then we'll do another medium bag. Ooh, this is pretty colors. So yellow, kind of a mustard. This is all the colors of curry and mustard. Super pretty. So if you like that one, this is a medium bag.
Oh. Did you miss me?
Yes. Here we go. So these medium bags are 4 to 5 ounces of felted. Look at those beautiful colors and textures.
Whoops.
That's a nice bundle. Going to Lolly. Hey, Lolly. Thank you. That's coming to you. Here's Lolly's wool. All right. And then
all right.
Here is
Lolly 61.
A large bag. This one has 3 different pieces. So you've got a big, huge black piece, just to give you an idea. I mean, this is a big amount of felted wool. This piece is 27 long by about 11 wide of black. And then you've got some dark red, and then this camel color plaid. So this is a large piece bundle. 8 ounces of felted wool. Here we go. That's running. Beautiful black, red, and that pretty plaid. Thank you for your bids. Thank you. Thank you. That bundle is going to Bonnie.
Bonnie, 56.
Sorry for the plastic noise.
What plastic noise?
Oh, here's Bert's sign that he put these together just so you can laugh. Large pieces, wool lovers only, not for the weak. Okay, there you go.
That's right.
What does the medium one say? Nothing.
The medium says
Just
nothing
says
because
medium.
any weakling
Any
can have.
weakling can have the
Medium.
medium or small pieces,
That's
but
right.
only the strong can have the large ones. Only the brave.
The brave, the strong, the sewers with.
All right, let's run this little charm pack that I found. This is Late Bloomers by Sandy Gervais for Moda, and it's just one of those little 2.5 inch 42 piece charm packs. Cute. So who wants that? Here we go. That's right. So little Moda charm pack, Late Bloomers. Yes, I do have some gingham, so I can grab some of that. And that is going to Bren.
Bren Beth takes that bad boy. Thank you, Bren.
All right, let's run some gingham. Ooh, look at this beautiful light green. This is cotton gingham. It is Sweet Love by Maywood Studio.
Sweet love.
And it is
Sweet.
it's about 46 inches, so about 1.25 yards piece. Beautiful cotton. This one's a screen print, not a woven. So 1.25 yards gingham. Here we go. That's running. Beautiful light green cotton gingham. 1.25 yards. That's going to
Lolly City One.
Nice.
Lolly.
All right, this one is kind of like a light blue gray color. Little micro check gingham. Bonnie is strong. That's cute. She can do wool. The large wool. We'll do some more. This one is Select Basics by Robin Pandolph. And it's, like I said, kind of a blue gray. And this one is 1 yard and a few extra inches. So generous yard.
She should change her name to Robin Gandalf.
There we go. That's running. And this one is a screen
That way
print.
nerds will want to buy the fabric.
Cotton. Light blue gray. Lolly is getting that. Thank you.
The Lollinator.
The Lollinator. Thank you. Thank you. I also have ticking, you guys. So if anyone wants ticking, say so. All right, this one is a woven.
You keep going behind that screen back there like the Wizard of Oz. Pay no attention to that woman behind the screen.
Yeah. So medium size check, and it's a scrappy piece. So we've got about 20 by 29, and then that much left. So width of fabric on this was 50. Yeah, this was a 58 wide piece woven. So, you're getting more than
Welcome in, Ozzy.
about a half yard worth of fabric there.
Bar, bar, bar,
And
bar,
this one.
bar,
And this one's a woven.
bar, 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 Sue. How do you do?
All right, that's running. If someone wants that one. Nice blue gingham. And it was originally 58 wide because I've got selvage on both ends here.
Well, you may have selvage on both ends, but
Nobody wants it.
Yep.
Okay.
No takeries.
Not on that one. Okay, let's see what this one is.
Welcome in, Vegas. Welcome in, Brenda. Welcome.
There's a nice light brown. This one is also a woven. So also a woven, not a screen print. Lighter weight cotton. And this one is 1.5 yards minus a little chunk. I see right there. So 1.5 yards minus that little square piece.
La la la.
Okay, what else I see? Is it folded weird? There's another line in here. Hang on. Oh, it just was unfolded. It was folded at a diagonal right there. Okay. So 1.5 yards minus that piece. Here we go. So a nice light brown woven gingham 1.5 yards minus that little corner piece. And that is going to Lolly as well. Thank you, Lolly.
Thanks, Lol.
All right, let's do some more wool for a minute, and then we'll kind of get back to these other bins of pre-cuts and strips. So let's do another small bag
Welcome in, Kenzie.
of wool.
Vintage milkmaid.
We'll just kind of go around so everybody stays happy.
7 swans.
So here is a small wool felted wool scrap bag. This one's got a lot of variety.
Pieces of
So lots of colors. Here we go. Small scrap bag of felted wool. And these weigh 3 ounces of wool. 3 ounces felted wool, strips in pieces. Going to Catherine. Wow, you crammed that one in there.
I did.
All right, there we go.
We crameth the wooleth.
All right, here's a medium bag, felted wool. So you've got some of that, a big piece of that one, a couple of other green colors. Wow, that one's like neon. That, and then a piece of red.
Kermit the
Frog medium felted wool. And here we go. These weigh at least 4 ounces. So medium pieces of scrap felted wool. So you get a bunch of that. That's a really cool one. It's kind of marbled. Probably she hand dyed it. And you've got that, and that. Going to Bren.
Bren Beth.
And if you stick around to the end, I can also pull out more wool because we have a ton of wool.
Thanks, Bren Beth.
I just don't like to make everyone sit through wool that doesn't want it. So we kind of move around. All right, this is a large bag. This is a nice one. It's got lots of variety. And then you've got a huge chunk. Is that 2 chunks? So 2 big chunks of black. So that marbled red, that is a cool one. And then this plaid, and then this big chunk of marbled green. All right, large bag, 8 ounces of felted wool. Here we go. That's running. 2 big chunks of black, and the rest of those you see. Thank you for your bids. That bundle's going to Cindy.
Take that.
right, coming your way.
Thank you, Cindy, bro. Way to go.
All right, I'm gonna
bro.
slide this over for a minute so I can get.
Did you tell me what the year 2000 is in the bin? Last listing.
Say what is it?
Could you?
Oh, it's just a little piece of fabric that is an a collectible fabric that was put out in the year 2000. So the measurement that's in there, it's just a little fat eighth size piece that has this millennial print on it. So it says ecosystem, ecology, endangered species, globalization, state of art, Y2K, online web, cyberspace technology. And so it's just a print that is collectible because it was from that year. So if you want it, grab it because I think it's available just to purchase, right? I just put it in there because I thought, oh, someone might think this is so cool and want it. So that's what it is. Yeah, it measures 10 by 23. So a little bit bigger than a fat eighth of that. And it tells you in the listing who the artist is. So yeah, if you want that, snag it. All right, that reminds me. So these fabrics that are right here on the shelf are in the bin available to buy by the half yard. Let me go in there and show you a few of them really quick so you can snag them if you want some half yards of those.
Welcome in.
So this one is
Lona.
Beth Ann Brusk for David Textiles. Let me pin it. Well, I'll flash sell it too. Flash sell it. So for $4, if you want half yards of this one, it's a really pretty neutral with kind of a crackle look background. If you want half yards of that one, it's a pretty one. And then this one is a Civil War home front. Which one is that one? I don't see it in my pile. Oh, this one. Civil War home front, Barbara Brackman. I think there's only a yard left of this one. So if you want some of that one, it's running. So it's like a cool paisley by Barbara Brackman. So anyone that wants that one, it's on flash. And this one,
Flash.
thank you, Jennifer,
Oh.
is Garibaldi print circa 1870. So it's also a Civil War era print. Let me get that one running on flash if someone wants some of that one. So it's a Wyndham Garibaldi, just a little micro floral black background. So someone wants that one. Thank you, Cindy. And let's see, this one is a vintage Kona Bay. And I just have 2 half yards left of this one. And it's like a medium blue, and then it has these little sprigs with some little designs on it. Vintage Kona Bay. So if anyone wants that one. And let's see. So that's what's running right now is this Kona Bay. I'll wait for it till it finishes to run the next one. All right, and then this one is Andover called Ribbons and Roses. It's a larger scale print, out of print desirable. And it's beautiful. Let me get that one started on flash sale. And this one you get a full yard. So this is for a full yard because it's a larger scale. So I wanted to sell it by the yard instead of half yard. So isn't that gorgeous? So if anyone wants a yard of that, Ribbons and Roses. And this is just, I'm flash selling them, which gives you a really quick opportunity if you want to grab one to get it a little bit cheaper than what it's regularly available for. All right. And then this one is a Riley Blake print. And it doesn't look like I have it in there. I'll have to find it. Is anyone interested in this one? I can grab it if you are. It's called High Adventure 2. Riley Blake. Yes. Okay. Let me add that one really quick. Just import it. Wonder, I don't know how it didn't get put in.
Human error. Obviously.
Adventure. Here it is. Oh, because it. Oh, I remember. I accidentally didn't put enough units on it, and I forgot to add more. So let me get it put in there. High Adventure. So adding units of this one as we speak. Maybe. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. We're going to add.
Hey, Lee Tulin, welcome, Vers. Welcome in, Mellison.
Welcome, everybody. We're doing pre-cuts and all kinds of wool, felted wool, and other stuff today.
Welcome.
So thank you for joining. I'm just adding this piece for us to flash sale. Let me get it pulled up here. All right, that one's running half yards, and if you get multiples, obviously it'll be more than, it'll be continuous yards. So that's running. Thank you, S. Brightheart. So if anyone wants half yards of this, Riley Blake High Adventure. It's a cool kind of Alaskan looking print in blues. Thank you for your purchases on that. All right, and then the last one I have that I can run is this gorgeous Party of 12 Judy Rothermel. And it is kind of a corally pink color. Micro print, Civil War. It is out of print, very hard to get. I could not find this anywhere online available. So if you want half yards of this one, it's running. Thank you. So it looks like we have 2 left. I can probably add more after that. So 10 more seconds if you want a half yard of this Party of 12 Judy Rothermel Marcus Fabrics. Thank you, thank you. So those are sold out. I'll probably have some more after I cut. So if you didn't get some and you want some later, let me know and I can measure and run it again. All right, let's get back to our pre-cuts. Let's do one of these. These are a jelly roll, and Bert actually counted these ones, so they're a full set of 42.
He can be taught.
So they're a full set of 42 with the fabric strips. And they are a full pound of fabric. So 2.5 inch width of fabric, 42 strips. And I would say these lean Civil War. So you've just got all kinds of 2.5 inch strips in there. All width of fabric. Red Bite is taking that one. Thank you, Bert.
Yep.
Red Bite is taking this one.
Thank you.
All right, and then here's another one, same thing. This one was pre-counted. There's 42 strips. They're all width of fabric. Full pound of
Thank you, Red Bite.
cotton strips. So let me see if I can show you kind of everything in there. Lots of good stuff. And Jennifer is taking that. Thank you.
Thanks, Jennifer.
All right, let's do, does anyone want some of the ticking fabrics?
They do.
They're kind of nice. They tend to be a little bit thicker than quilting cotton because ticking is ticking, right? So cotton ticking woven. This piece, does it have selvage yet? It does have selvage. So this piece is 1 and a third, and then she cut some stuff out of it, so I didn't measure it past that.
Oh.
So about 1 and a third. And it's a red, green ticking. That's cute. That would be cute for primitive Christmas stuff. So we'll run that 1 and a third. Here we go. Ticking. That's running. And that's going.
Lolly grabs that.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lolly.
Sorry, that's being non-cooperative fold. Okay. This one is like a kind of a faded red. Oh no, it's folded inside out. This one's just a pinstripe scrappy piece. Does anyone want this? It was folded wrong side out. That's why I said that. Let's see if we have selvage on both ends. Yes. So there's about a 1/2 yard, and then there's some scraps. So about 18 and a half inches, and then some scraps. Just a little red, white pinstripe. So I'll run that one if someone wants it. It was folded inside out, so it tricked me. So just a little red, white cotton pinstripe, 1/2 yard, plus some scraps. And
Bernard, take that.
Congrats.
Thanks, Catherine.
All right, here is another ticking. This one's definitely, kind of that woven feel. This one's cute.
Welcome in, Lauren. Welcome in, Chicory Blue and Patty Gray.
And let's see, we have orange. Hang on, it's folded wrong. Let me fold it so I can measure it. All right, this piece we've got 1 yard and about a third, and a big long tail of scrap. So 1 and a third plus some extra. And this one is actually a screen print. It's not a woven. I thought it was woven when I first picked it up. So yeah, just nice screen print ticking cotton. Full 1 and a third. Here we go. That's running. Cute red ticking. This kind of stuff's hard to find because you can't just go. Most quilt shops don't have it just in stock. So if you like that kind of stuff, grab it when you see it. Thank you, Bryn.
Thank you, Brad.
Here's the one that.
Hey, RL Jaco, welcome in.
Like a tan ticking stripe. It's marked Thimbleberries, Blue Skies, RJR. So it's not a woven, it's a print 1/2 yard, 21-inch 1/2 yard. I'll run that one. So Thimbleberry, RJR, Blue Skies line. And Lolly's taking that.
Lollies to the one.
Thank you. All right, let's do some more pre-cuts.
Thanks, Lolly.
Get this bin down. All right, this set, this is a whole bag that says 1.5 by 1.5 and 2 by 2s. So there's just all kinds of 1.5, and it looks like there's some other stuff in here, some little strips too. So let me just weigh it. You get the whole bag. It weighs 9 ounces. So 9 ounces of all kinds. She has a little bag in there that she was counting some pieces. That's cute that there's some pieces in. All right, so that's that whole bag. Here we go. You can see the tag. So they're all 2 by 2s and 1.5 by 1.5s. And some of them are in strip form. Bren is taking that big scrap bag. Bert.
Thank you,
maybe
Bren.
Drink some Diet Coke or something.
No,
He's struggling to stay awake. All right, this is all batiks. This whole bag. And they're in strips. Like that. And they are 1-inch strips of batiks. So it's a whole bag of batik strips.
a lot of bag.
It weighs 11.4 ounces. That's a lot for batik, because batiks are lightweight. And like, let me just give you a. So like she's got some bundles in here that she was saving for something specific. That one says 1.25. So those are a little bit wider. The one I pulled out was 1. So it looks like there's some that are 1 and some that are 1.25. Okay, so all batik strips.
Get your batik strips here. Get your batik on.
All right, that's a huge bag of batik strips. All kinds of pretty ones in there. And Catherine is taking that.
Thanks, Catherine.
So this bin says 1.25. So I think everything else in here is 1.25.
It says 1 1/8 on this side.
And then this one says 1. That bundle. Well, let's just make a couple of bags out of what's in here. So these are all skinny strips. So I'm just going to grab.
Welcome in, Penny, again, and welcome in, Camby.
I need a bag for these. They're too hard to control. So I'll wait for you to give me a bag.
Okay.
All right. Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Oh, this is a cute stack. These are all the little like Aunt Grease. Oh, we just got a raid. Who just raided us? Dee's flippin' crazy. Thank you for the raid. Let me pull you up. Thank you so much. Dee's flippin' crazy is right here. Everyone give her a follow. And her next show is tomorrow. Beads, pens, and keychains. Oh, she makes the cool pens and keychains. So very cool. So everybody give her a follow and bookmark upcoming shows. Thank you so much for that. And we'll run another giveaway. So everyone get in. Giveaway running. And I have another one of these beautiful sample pieces that are from, they're like little salesman samples of fabric. So they're probably vintage prints. Look at that pretty one. All right, so everyone get in for that. Okay, these are all little retro prints, and this is 2 1.5 inch squares, and that's about
Retro
at
print.
least 2.5 to 3 of the mini charm packs thickness. These are super cute. These are all out of print ones from those Aunt Grace and all those other little retro ones. Here we go. That's cute stuff. Look at all those little florals and prints in all the cute colors. This will make something so cute. That's a good little bundle of 2.5 inch squares going to Art Nickerson. Thank you.
R. Nickerson.
All right, we have some bags. Okay, these are going to be the 1 and 1.25 inch strips. So I'm just going to make
Maybe.
some bags that I'll just fill a sandwich bag and weigh it. And there's just all kinds of stuff in here. Okay, so this bag weighs 5 ounces. So 5 ounces of 1 or 1.25 inch strips. And everyone getting the giveaway. There we go. And they're not going to be with the fabric. See, they're like this. You know, just big strips that you can use for crazy quilts, all kinds of stuff. That's going to Catherine.
Catherine R.
Thank you. That's a full bag of those.
Catherine Jonev's younger sister.
There we go. Coming to you. All right, here's another one. This one is bundled and it says 1 inch. So there's a big stack of 1 inch strips.
Welcome in, lady. And Jessica and S.
And then I'm just gonna fill it up with these. All right, that's pretty full. The last one, what did the last one weigh? Did Liz say in chat how much the last one weighed? I don't remember. Anyway,
5 ounces.
5 ounces. Okay, this one weighs 6. I crammed it full. 6 ounces of these 1 and 1.5 inch strips. So 6 ounces. That's like a yard and some change, yard and a half of fabric.
Catherine.
Thank you. Almost got that one too. Okay. I think we can do one more out of this bin.
Thanks, Catherine. Get it all in there. Get it all in there.
Getting it all in there. Crammy.
Cram.
Some of them have been
Cram.
cut into little squares in this last bundle because they were on the bottom.
Cram, Dana, cram.
All right, this one weighs 4.4. That's everything that was left in there.
Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn, burn the mother down.
We'll do $1 start just for fun. All right, everything left in that bin, 4.4 ounces of these 1 and to 1.5 inch or 1.25 inch strips.
Paige Wall grabs that bad girl.
Right.
Thank you, Paige Wall.
It in there. Thank you, Paige. Get it to go down in there. I'm fighting with the zipper. Sorry, hang on. There's a piece that
welcome to Fighting with the Zipper with your host, Dana.
Okay, I got it.
And
all right, here's a huge stack of, let's see what size these are. These are 4 inch. So 4 inch squares. And there's just a, oh, we have a winner. Let me address that first. Red Bite is getting this beautiful fabric swatch.
Red Bite.
Congrats, that's coming.
All
right, this is a huge stack 4-inch
Thank you, Red Bike.
squares, pre-cut.
Welcome, Mama Jan.
There's just a little bit of everything in
Very good,
here.
Mother.
There's all kinds of pretty stuff. Some Civil War, some others. Ooh, that's a pretty piece. All right, and that's like, let me compare it to a regular 5-inch charm. It's like 2, so there's probably at least 80 squares in here. Let me see what it weighs. All right, so at least 80 squares in there. It weighs 4.2 ounces.
Welcome in, Kaylee H.
Here we go. 4-inch squares. Lots of pretty stuff in there. I love that piece. I keep going to it. That's pretty too. Look at that floral. All right, that's going to Paige. Congrats.
Congrats, Paige.
All right, here is a bag that says she dated it for some reason. Okay, these are 2
Got to keep the fabric fresh. How are you going to do that?
2.5 inch. 2.5 inch. Look how neat these are. 2.5 inch. That's like 1, 2, 3 plus of those little mini charms that are 2.5 inch. So that's a huge stack of 2.5 inch squares. Here we go. So that's probably about 120 to 150 little 2-inch squares. Lots of cute prints in there. 2.5 inch, sorry. And that is going to Catherine.
Catherine Art.
I have a bag for that one. It had a bag. Just tape it though. So. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, here's another stack of the retro ones. The little cute retros. Looks like there's a couple of solids in there too, but these are what size? 3-inch. 3-inch retros. Cuteness. And that's probably about 2 mini charm packs worth, so probably about 80 squares. Roughly. Go into our Nickerson. Congrats. All right, this one is marked 3 by 3. And about 2 worth. There's some wovens in here. So if you don't love wovens, keep that in mind. Most of it's screen prints, though. But there's a few wovens on in there.
Excuse me.
And about 2 worth. 3 by 3s. Here we go. That's running. 3-inch squares.
Excuse me.
There's some Civil War in there, wovens in there, other stuff. Going to
Brand's the best. Thank you, Brand Best.
All right, this stack's also 3-inch. Let's divide this into 2. So, yeah, let's divide this into half. Let me just make sure I don't orphan anything. Are those about even? Yeah. Okay, so 3-inch. This one kind of leans fall in.
Hey, Nicole. Hey, Russell. Welcome in.
Here we go. About 2 of the mini charm packs worth. So probably, 60 to 80 in there. Bunch of different stuff. 3-inch square. Going to Bran.
Bran takes that.
And then here's another one. This one's got Christmas. Some stripes.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
some black. Anyway, bunch of stuff in that one. That one's about 2 worth.
See a red door.
Here we go.
And I want
3-inch squares.
paint it black.
I get the whole stack. About the equivalent of about 2 of those mini charm packs. Just a bunch of cute little squares. And
Brand grabs those.
Okay.
Thank you, Brand.
Oh, here's a little bit more of the retro prints. This one's a little bit smaller stack, and these are.
I see
These are 3-inchers.
In there.
So 3-inch retros. And then there's a little bit of some minty green solid on the back. Just like 2 pieces. Looks like the rest are all these little retro prints. Okay.
Welcome in, Fishy.
Here we go.
Welcome in, Polly.
And that's about 1 worth. So about 1 mini charm pack worth, so about 40 squares probably. I know the amount of cutting our Nickerson takes that. Well, she worked in a quilt shop, so that probably helped because she, whenever there was downtime, she could probably cut
using like a AccuQuilt or something.
Yeah. All right. So this is these are pieces that were not uniformly square. So it's just a stack of scrap pieces that are, most of them are folded up or rectangles. So I'll just weigh it, and then I'm going to put this little log cabin scrappy quilt block on the top. That's cute. Look how cute that is. You can make a little pin cushion or something out of it. All right. This stack weighs 2.1 ounces. Here you go. So that little log cabin quilt block and these strips and pieces, and there's just a bunch in there of different things that are not uniform size. And that's going to Bryn.
Bryn takes that bad girl. Thanks, Bryn.
All right, that's another bake down.
Bum, bump, bump. Another one bites the dust.
All right, here are the another bundle of jelly roll strips, but these are not all with the fabric. So some of them are and some of them aren't. And this bundle weighs a pound. So it's a ton of strips. Here we go. So a ton of strips. Just all kinds of stuff in there. And some are width and some are not. They are the 2.5-inch size mostly though. So if there's a few that aren't, don't hate me. All right, this is
right out.
Right out. All right, and then there's one more like that. And I know for a fact there's a few in here that are not exactly 2.5, that are a little bit more narrow, or, or not, like that black piece, you can tell, right? So strips, but not completely uniform. Just a bunch of strips that weigh
Welcome in
14 ounces. I'm gonna run this for $4. You get the whole thing. So it's just a bunch of strips. Most of them are 2.5. Some are not.
Oh, that's April used to sell cutter stuff on the bay.
Oh, that's going to Bryn. On my day off, I just cut all day. Oh yeah, that's a lot of work.
A lot of work.
All right, this is fun. This is a bag of what I would call
Hey, friend.
crazy quilt, quilt as you go kind of stuff. So there's just all kinds of quilt blocks. They're not uniform. They have a little bit of everything in them, all kinds of sizes and shapes. And some of them she probably cut off of other things she was doing because you never throw anything away. And I'm just going and going. So I'm going to run this for like 30 seconds and I'll just keep showing it. The whole bag of these weighs 6 ounces. Okay.
Raindrops keep falling on my head. Welcome
All
in,
right.
raindrop.
So these crazy quilt blocks, 6 ounces of them. And I'm going to run this for 30 seconds so I can kind of show you what cuteness is in here.
Welcome in, Fun Spun.
And here we go. So that's running. So there's a ton of these. Probably 30 or 40 of them or more. So all
Welcome in, Sunshine.
cute stuff in here. You get them all. No uniformity, just crazy quilt as you go quilt blocks that you can sew together and cut and make fun stuff. Catherine is taking that bag. Super fun bag. All right.
Thanks, Catherine.
Let's do some of these other scrap bundles that I have. So she had a huge scrap bin, and most of these are big pieces, like either big strips or big folded pieces, like 6-inch strips, some of them. Some of them are pre-cut into squares or triangles, and this whole bundle is all blues, different blueprints. And this weighs 8.2 ounces. There's one piece in here that is, let me just show you so you know what it is. So she was getting ready to make an applique or something. So this has like the heat and bonds paper on it that you can peel off and cut something out. So that's in there. Here we go. 8 ounces worth of blues. A lot of these are, 6-inch strips. And there's just all kinds of pretty stuff in there. In blue colors. And maybe a little bit of purple. So that is running. That's a batik that's on that strip. And that, I forgot I had this on 30 seconds. I'm like, why is that taking so long? We'll change that on the next bundle. Blues going to Catherine. Thank you.
Catherine. Thanks, Catherine.
All right, these are fat 8s. All the pieces are at least, they're all fat 8s. So the whole stack measures 9 by half width of fabric. And there are, let's see how many of these. 1, 2, I don't have them stacked all the right way here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 fat 8s. So that's like 3 fat quarters and an extra fat 8. Then a couple of these are wovens, I think. This one's a woven. This one's a woven. The rest are screen prints. Or is this a batik? Oh, that one's a batik. All right. So here we go. That's running 7 fat 8s. So got that woven. It's a little micro check. That piece, that piece. This one's just plain, like nice white, off-white cotton. This one is a gingham, stripe, and a batik. 7 fat 8s. going to. Oh, you guys, Bert. I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you for not changing
Mary
the
Flo.
time. Mary's getting that. Thanks. All right.
Change the time.
Change the time. All right. These are triangles.
Change the time. Thanks, Mary Flo. Look, Flo.
All right. This is 6 ounces worth of triangles that when you put them together, they make a
rectangle, right? 2 triangles together.
7-inch square.
Or a diamond.
So these are 7-inch triangles, if that makes sense. And then there's some on the top that are pre-sewn into squares. There's about 4 or 5 of them that are pre-sewn that way. 4, it looks like.
Welcome in, Renee. Welcome in, Susie.
All right, so all pre-cut triangles.
Welcome in, Mia. Change the time. Change the time.
I'm going to change the time. Here we go. All right, 6 ounces worth of 7-inch triangles with a few that are pre-sewn. It's greens and neutrals. And the whites that are in here are white screen prints. No takers on that? Okay. No one wants the triangles. All right, this is a beautiful scrap bundle. These are all large pieces of just some really gorgeous prints. And then there's some dots on the back, and a cream dot and a white dot and just all these pretty prints. And this weighs 10.5 ounces of scraps.
Welcome in.
This is a really good bundle. I would want this bundle. So 10.5 ounces of scraps. Some of them are strips. There's a whole set here of this strip set that are matching. And then there's all these pretty things in there. Look at how pretty some of these are. Those are going to Red Bite.
Red Bite.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Let's do it here. Oh, here's some more ticking. Let's do a couple more ticking pieces. And then I also have some fun prints that I found that we need to run today. I found some Laurel Burch. So I'm going to tease you. Tag anyone that you know wants Laurel Burch. It's not a ton of it, but there's some really cute ones. All right, so ticking. This one's like a primitive tea stain color with the red stripe. It has the original fabric ticket tacked to it. So it is 2 yards, it says. Let's see if the full 2 yards are still there. Looks like it. And this one is a screen print on a tan fabric. So 2 yards of red ticking.
Welcome in, Aaron. Welcome in, Julie. Welcome in, Maddie.
And that's
lovely. City one.
I'm going to take that tag off just so you don't get poked by a staple. Let's see, when did she buy this? What year? Oh, this is old, you guys. 1996. Oh, that's always fun to see, huh? Nice cotton ticking. Vintage. Here you go, Bert.
Thanks, Lolly.
All right, this one's another kind of primitive one. This one is a woven, not a screen print. And it's like a kind of a grayish with the blue ticking. And it looks like there's a yard of it. Yes, 1 yard. That's what it looks like up close. It's a woven. Here we go. That's right.
Well, she's all you'd ever want. She's the kind I like to flaunt and take to dinner. Bum, 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 bum.
Thank you.
She
That's going
always
to
knows the
Lolly.
place. She's got style. She's got grace. She's a winner. She's a lady. Bum, 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 bum,
All right, we
bum.
can do some more
Thanks, Lolly.
too. And anyone that hangs out to the end, when we can do whatever. All right, this is another one that's like a,
And the lady.
I think it's a slightly different red than that other piece, but it is a screen print. And there's a little more than a yard and a half, about 60 inches. So that is what it looks like. There we go. That's running. Your phone just buzzed.
Oh.
So about 60 inches, a little more than a yard and a half. That one's going to Catherine. Thank you.
Catherine Ark. Thanks, Catherine.
And then this one is, oh, this one's cool. This one's like a smaller ticking stripe, but it's the red green primitive look woven. That would be good for Christmassy stuff. And it's a full yard. So full yard of that one. Here's what the back looks like. It feels really nice. That's running. So ticking, red, green, tea stain, color, full yard, woven. That's going to Lolly. Thank you.
Lolly 61. Thanks, Lolly.
Does anyone want a huge chunk of the large gingham that I think is a blend? Yeah, this is a lightweight poly cotton blend. It's probably more cotton than other, but it's definitely a blend. There's a huge amount here. And it's wide too. It's 58 wide. And
welcome in.
Give you so we've got
and Melanie.
there's 6 yards here. Does anyone want that? 6 yards, lighter weight poly cotton gingham. Check. Let me weigh it. Yeah, it's 2 pounds of fabric. I'll try it. I said there's 6 yards. If someone wants this, I'm gonna run it for that. So if someone wants 6 yards, buffalo gingham, lightweight blend. No one wants it. Okay. I'll hang on to that for now. Maybe we'll cut it. All right. Let's do see if anyone wants some of these other pieces I found. I'll just start on top. All right. This one is beautiful. It's called Anthology by Color Principle for Henry Glass. And there's a yard. Let's see, about 50 inches. So a yard and a third. That's really pretty. All right, here we go. You awake over there?
I'm awake.
Yard and a third. Henry Glass.
Glass half full.
Anthology. It's an out of print Henry Glass. Anthology. Color Principle. It's beautiful.
The politics of dancing.
Someone wants that.
The politics of feeling good.
Thank you for your
The
bids.
politics of movement.
And Catherine.
Catherine Hart takes that.
Thank you for your bids. That's really pretty. All right, this is a small piece, but it's super cool.
Kathy.
So I don't know maker on this because it's just I have the unmarked side of selvage. Does anyone recognize this? These horses. Super nice quilting cotton. This is 17 by 29, and then there's an extra strip. Someone cut the corner out of this. So 17 wide by 29 horses. Here we go. Someone wants this pretty piece. I think it's amazing. It's bigger than a fat quarter, so it's a good piece. That is so pretty. And you do have selvage on this side, so you can know what your straight is on that.
Sin Man.
Sin Man's taking that gorgeous piece.
Oh, I never did give nothing to the Sin Man. Welcome in, Sin Man.
All right, this is pretty. It's gilded. It's a fat quarter. It is Istanbul by Hoffman, California from 2012. Emma Schoenberg. And it's a single fat quarter.
Emma.
With the marked selvage, and it is so pretty and gilded. So if someone wants that fat quarter, it is running.
It runneth.
Right now. Fat quata gilded. It's gorgeous. And Liz is going to take that.
Liz H. 12.
All right, this one is Red Rooster Fabrics by Ricky Timms. I don't know the name because I don't have that part. And it is 11 inches width of fabric. That is so pretty. All right, 11-inch width of fabric. Here we go. That's running. Red Rooster cottons are super nice. And that piece is going to candy. Thank you. I want. All right, these next pieces are all from MS Australia, and I'm going to do a couple of. I actually put these in. I listed these. I'm going to do a couple of runs because there's a couple of small pieces, and then I'll do the bigger pieces together. So. This print is just a little fat 1/8 size strip.
Welcome in, Denise.
It is
Welcome in, Dinah.
10 by a little bit longer than a fat 1/8, so 10 by 23. So fat 1/8 of that print. And these are based on Aboriginal designs. And the company is MS Fabrics or MS Textiles, I think is what they call themselves. This one's a fat quarter. And that one. And then this one was the 10 by 22. And then this piece, she has adhered to some batting. So she was probably going to make something out of it. And it is a 11 by 16 piece with poly batting on it. Heat and bonded on, or it's probably that fusible interface batting stuff. Okay. So those 3 pieces of this M&S Textiles. That's running. So if you want those 3 gorgeous pieces, so a fat 1/8, a fat quarter, and then this, whatever I said this was, 10 by something. Super cool prints. Thank you for your bids.
Paige Wall takes that.
Make sure you have all my shows bookmarked. Very soon, I'm going to do a show that has a bunch of these in them because I have about 5 or 6 of them on bolts. and then a whole stack of loose pieces that are from this company or similar. So make sure if you love those, you have my shows bookmarked. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it yet, but soon. All right. This piece is full width of fabric. It is designed by Nambuka for M&S Textiles Australia, the company that I mentioned. And this one is a 19-inch half yard. This one is so stinking cool. Look at the bugs in there too. There's bugs and then flowers, and these are just amazing prints. So if someone wants this half yard, it's running. It does have selvage to selvage full width. Super cool print. And Liz is in on that piece. It's such a cool one. Thank you, Liz.
Liz H. Does it.
All right. And then this piece
Liz.
is designed by Donna Abbott's for M&S. And this one is, there's a piece that's 27 by 20 here, and then she wanted something out of that design right there. So see, it's actually like a full 27 inches, but she cut the design out of the center there. So you still get quite a bit of fabric on that piece. So here we go. That's running. So 27-inch width of fabric minus that big, large rectangular cut that she took out of there for the design that she needed for something. And that's going to Paige. Thank you, Paige. That is a really cool one. All right, and then the last one I have of those is this piece. And this one is full width, no cuts. And it is a 19-inch half. And this has the snakes on it. It is so cool.
The Union.
And this one says design, just says designed for M&S Textiles Australia by W. Evans. So 19-inch half yard. Here we go. That's running.
Gonna take it to the borderline.
Half yard going to Catherine. Congrats. All right, and now I'm at the Laurel Burch stuff. We'll start with the smallest piece. This is a little cut from a panel. And this line was called it had wings and something. Let me find it on this other piece. Flying Colors 2 by Laurel Burch. And this one doesn't have gilding in it, but it's little blocks of butterflies, hummingbirds, and dragonflies.
Dragon.
So really cute little piece.
Hey,
and
hey,
this measures
hey, endless treasures.
11.5 by 31. So 11.5 by 31 with all these little blocks on it. Laurel Burch. So let's run that. I'll start this one at 3. That's running. So just one of these panel pieces with all the little blocks. Butterflies, hummingbirds, and dragonflies. That's going to Candy. Thank you. All right, and then this is a piece from that same collection. And this is actually a full.
Said the piece missing go with.
This goes with it.
With the fleece on back.
What's that?
I'm not sure what.
Let's see. Let me see what you're saying. The piece missing goes with my last win with the fleece on the back. Was there something that I showed that had something stuck to it? Oh, this piece that you won. Did you win this piece that has the piece missing?
Yeah.
I think you're right. That piece with the fleece or with the interfacing fusible batting is the piece missing out of there. Is that what you're saying? Did you get both of those? Or did someone else win the other piece?
I think she got the both.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, so you got them both. Perfect. Okay. So this is a full yard. I think I'm going to run this in halves so that more than one person can get some if you want. It is from the same line as that piece that we just sold. This one does have the gilding on it though. See the gilding on the dragonflies, butterflies. And this just has dragonflies and butterflies. So flying wings to Laurel Burch. So I'm going to do 2 half yards. So this is for a half yard. And then if someone gets both pieces, you'll get the full yard. All right, so that's running for a half yard of this. Gorgeous Laurel Burch. Gilded. See the beautiful colors on there. And candy cheeks. The first half, and here is the second half of that running. All right, second half running. And I won't cut it if you get them both. So super pretty. Laurel Burch for Clothworks. You're getting
Candy takes them both.
Congrats. All right, and then I have all right, I have this piece that is I think it was a panel and she cut one little design out of it. So it has the cats and dogs and they were in block designs. So she, wanted one of them for something. So you've got, all these other pieces left. So the piece measures about 23 and a half. So it was probably a panel by 22, but it's missing that one, whatever was there. But you've got all these cool blocks that you can do with something with. And this does have gilding a little bit on, or, around all the designs like hers do. So that's a cool one. All right, here we go. That's running with these cool blocks. What does this one say? Kindred spirits, kindred souls. Oh, it's a cat and a dog together.
Amjan.
Thank you, Amajan. Amajan. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's the trying to fake the cats and dogs into loving each other. Sometimes people have them that do, right? Wow. All right, and then this is a panel with horses, and I think it's fully intact. Let's see. Yes. Oh, wow, this is cool. So this is a 23-inch panel, and it says Mythical Horses by Laurel Burch for Clothworks. So it's with the fabric, with the horses, and then that cool design in the center. And does this one have gilding? Let's see. Yes, this does have gilding. So it's a Laurel Burch panel. Here we go. I'm going to start that at 6. It's so cool. So Laurel Burch panel, Mythical Horses. 23-inch with the fabric panel. Thank you for your bids. That's going to Sinbad. Good get. That's really cool. All right.
Thanks, man.
All right, this is a funny little piece that was in one of these bins. I saw this before. What did we decide? I think these are little ski. What's the little car called that you get into? ski lifts.
Is it a?
I don't ski, so I don't know. Anyway.
A gondola.
Gondola. There we go. So little gondolas, and this piece is little cable cars or gondolas, 20 inches by 29. 20 by 29. So it's like a giant fat quarter. And it does have selvage on the one side. So if someone needs this little print for something, little gondolas or cable cars, it's running. Yes, bright house.
It's bright house.
Thank
Take
you.
that.
All right, and then this piece is P&B Textiles from 2006. And it's white with little tiny hot pink polka dots. It is called polka. And it is a half yard. So a precut half yard. P&B Textiles polka. White with little hot pink dots, scatter dots. It's a cute one. No takers on that.
Takers on that bad girl.
All right, let's do some more of these scrap bundles. Oh, do you guys want more wool? Here's the last small pre-prepared wool
Last 3-ouncer
that we have put together. If more people want some more wool, we can run some at the end. So 3 ounces, $2 start. This one looks like that. So you got small pieces of felted wool. And a bunch in there. Thank you for your bids. And we can make more of these at the end if there's more people that want some.
Bren, best
Just
take
stick
that
around.
bad girl.
Okay. Thank you, Bren.
Hey, Bren.
All right, here's a medium bag. These weigh 4 to 5 ounces. Felted wool. Here we go. So the felted wool is, I'll show you the quilt again that she made. You use them for wool applique, pin cushions, just all kinds of beautiful stuff. So here's a medium bag running. And felted wool is wool that has been
Lolly 61 heat
treated, washed, and shrunk. And it makes it kind of like, it's called felted wool because it makes it kind of like felt, where it kind of mats it together, and then you can cut it and it stays, it keeps its shape like felt does. So it's kind of like, it's bougie felt. How's that? All right, so that is coming to Lolly.
Lolly 61.
So the owner of this estate made this quilt, and all of the applique on here is made out of felted wool. So let me grab the camera and I can always swipe in closer, but you can see the detail here, and she's added embroidery and buttons, and um, she did a lot of the like hem stitching, hand stitching applique on here. And then the background is regular quilting cotton, and then you've got rickrack dividing the cute little squares. And she did tons of quilts like this. This is just one of her quilts that her husband let me bring to show you guys, and then I'll give it back. So very pretty. That's what you do with felted wool, or one of the things you could do with felted wool. And she also made a lot of pin cushions, and that are really cute felted wool designs. And I have some patterns for that kind of stuff. That if you guys are interested, I could show some of those too. All right, here is a large bag of wool. So this one has a huge chunk of black, a huge chunk of this gorgeous maroon, and then a big chunk of mossy green. So 3 big pieces of felted wool. These bags weigh 8 ounces. Here we go. So felted wool, black, maroon, and mossy green. Big pieces. Thank you for your bids. And that bag is going to
Catherine grabs that.
congrats.
Thanks, Catherine.
All right, and then I've got 2 more medium bags and 1 more large. So we'll do the 2 mediums, and then we'll go back to some of the cotton scraps. So here's a medium bag, has some pretty yellows, that green plaid, a pretty another green plaid, this kind of gray hair. Is it a herringbone? No, it's not a herringbone. It's just textured. Some more plaid in the like a light color, and then a couple more greens. So this is a medium
Yeah,
bag.
100% felted wool.
Yeah. And there's a string off this. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Medium size bag. So 4 to 5 ounces of felted wool pieces. Used for applique, pin cushions, crafts. A lot of people make little bags and scissor holders and just all kinds of stuff. You embroider on it. It's really pretty to embroider on.
Brand Best takes
Thank
that.
you. Oh, I've seen lots of people make really cool jewelry too out of the wool. So you take little tiny pieces of wool, embroider on it, and then inset it into like pendants and brooches and stuff.
Thanks, Brand.
Really pretty. All right. Here is the other medium bag that's left. So you've got that. Ooh, that's a pretty green, dark green. Some couple of different reds, some neutral plaid, and then this stripe. All right, so medium bag. Here we go. 4 to 5 ounces of felted wool pieces. Lots of pretty pieces in there. Thank you for your bids. And that one is going to Bryn as well.
Thank you, Brand.
All right, we've got one more large bag that I'll run. And then, you know, if you can hang out and want some more wool, we can put, you know, a few more bundles together. All right, this is the last large one that's pretty done. Another big chunk of beautiful black. Ooh, that one's pretty. Then there's a big chunk of this. It's kind of more yellow. And a big chunk of that red. And then some of this really pretty mustardy color. Large bags weigh 8 ounces or more. That's right. Big chunk of black, couple of reds, this nice kind of creamy yellow, and this mustard color. Those are going to Lolly.
Lolly, pretty one.
Did we even make the
Thanks,
dent in those
Lolly.
3 bags we brought?
The bags, no, but the bin, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have so I brought 3. We were joking because you know that little 3 bags full thing of wool. There are 3 kitchen garbage bag size bags completely stuffed. So we will not be running out of felted wool for a while. So all right, let's do the rest of these scrap bundles that I prepared. So this is a huge bundle of greens. It's like everything you can imagine in green cotton, quilting cottons, in greens, scrap pieces, and they're all big scrap pieces. So a lot of these are folded up. And so just a huge amount. Let's see what this bundle weighs. It weighs 14 ounces, so almost a pound of greens. All right, that's running. So look at all these pretty pieces. Just all kinds of green scraps, big scrap pieces.
Mary
That's
Flo,
going to
grab
Mary.
that.
Grats.
Thanks, Mary.
All right, this one's a smaller bundle of yellows, and a lot of these are pre-cut, like squares or rectangles. Those look more rectangular. There's a ton of that, and then there's some of that, and then this one that's like a little textured dot. So all yellows, and this weighs 6 ounces. There we go. That's running 6 ounces of yellow. Going to Catherine.
Catherine takes that. Thanks, Catherine.
All right, this is kind of a mixed bundle, but I put these Civil War type print pieces in there, and then there's some browns and tans.
What can brown do for you?
In there, so just kind of a mixed bundle. This one is 7.9 ounces, so almost 8 ounces of scraps. Lots of pretty ones in there. And these are all folded up, so they're bigger than they look. That one's a batik. There's a batik in there. So a bunch of those. Going to Brent.
Takes that.
All right, this is blacks and dark blues and grays. So just a bunch of black prints. There's a black stripe. There's some dots. That one's like a gray black. This one's like an indigo blue, and so's that. And then this is solid black. All right, that weighs 7.5 ounces. That's running. So lots of pretty ones in there with dark, black, gray, and then some stripes and other things in there.
Catherine
taking
takes
that.
that.
All right, this one is all neutrals. So just all neutrals, but most of them they're not, I don't think any of them are solids. They're all prints. They all have, it's hard to see on some of them, but they're all screen prints in lights and neutrals. And this bundle weighs 8.9 ounces, so it's a big bundle. Okay. That's running. So lots of pretty neutrals in there. They are all screen prints, hard to picture, but that is going to Catherine. Congrats.
Thanks, Catherine.
All right, this bundle has reds, and then going into like orange and caramels, and it weighs 12 ounces. So this is a big bundle. There's a little scrap of Judy Rothermel on the front there. All right, reds. This is that ant print. There's a couple of pieces of that batik that is adhered to some heat and bond in this bundle that she had ready for applique. That's another piece like that. And these are some big ones in the back. Some big pieces. All right, so this is a 12-ounce bundle. Here we go. Reds, oranges, and caramels, and there's lots of pretty stuff in there.
Best takes that.
Matt.
Thanks, Bren.
All right, these are all solids. So it's just a little bundle of solids, and there's 7.9 ounces. So you got some yellow, some black, that color, that one. That one's like a peppered, peppered cotton type. And then so it's that one kind of. And there's that one. All right, so those. Here we go. That's running.
Welcome in, Judy
Solids.
and Southern. Okay.
No solid takers day. I know everyone laughs because all the sellers say solids are the hardest thing to sell. Because they either want them or they don't, and most often they don't. All right, this is a pile of wovens, and there's a couple of pieces of scraps of muslin in here too. So muslin, kind of like that fat flour sack muslin. That one's a muslin, and then this is like that brushed flannel, and this piece has some fading on it. See that fading on there? So it's actually like a quarter yard piece. And then there's this woven, muslin, woven, flour sack, cotton. That's that quilted stuff that's really cute. Gingham. And this one's like a brushed flannel. Woven. Oh, and this bundle, let's see, doesn't matter. It's probably about 7 ounces, is my guess. 6 ounces. All right, here we go. That's right. So woven stuff. Scraps.
Nope, no takers on that.
No one on the wovens. Okay, and then this is a big set of strips of a couple of different prints. And I think looks like they're all width of fabric, and they're wider than, than a 2.5. These are like 4 to 5 inch wide. So they get some of that one.
Welcome in, Becky.
And this one, there's about 4 or 5 big strips. So this weighs 4.5 ounces. Someone wants that. So big strips of those 2 neutral prints. They're kind of like swirls and kind of a marbly look. Those are going to Paige. Congrats, Paige. Thank you.
Paige Wall takes that. Thanks, Paige.
All right. That bin is empty. This bin is. All right, let me see what we have left up here. I've got a few more ticking pieces. I've got some
Welcome in, Kim and
other stuff. Let's see what this is. So I'll just kind of look, and then if anyone that wants to stick around for scrap bundles or wool, we can run those after we look through this. This is Ben Artex. It's just a nice neutral. It is a print. So it's white.
How much for the full 6 yards of the red and white check?
What did I run it for? I ran it for $3 a yard. Oh, I ran it for 18. How about 15? Do you want it for 15? $6 yards. It's a poly blend. You want it? Okay. Let me do it. There we go. 6 yards, poly blend, red, white check gingham. It feels vintage for sure.
Catherine,
Thank
takes
you.
that.
Any cloth tea towel calendars by chance? No, not in this show. And I don't have any calendar tea towels right now. I just recently sold a ton of them. They're all gone though. All right, this one is,
We sold out of all our bullet fabric, so
yeah, the bullet
have
fabric
to-
is all gone.
we'll have to get some more.
We'll have to see if we can get some more. All right, this is 3/4 of a yard Benartex. That's your color, and it does have kind of a really fine stripe, like texture stripe in it. That's hard to see, but it's really pretty. Cream color solid, but it is a screen print. And it's 3/4 of a yard. So it's that one. Benartex. Let me show you where'd my white papers go? So there's your color right there.
Mary Flo takes
Thank you,
that.
Mary. I'm just gonna go through this stack really quick, and then we'll do scrap bundles and wool if someone wants to stick around for that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. I mean, I kind of don't want to separate these. What do you think? They were together in the pile. They look like they coordinate. Let's see how big the pieces are. Yeah, half yard, 22-inch half yard. This is Seaside Rose by Three Sisters for Moda. It's a light green, really pretty. So I think these are all half yards, and I think they're probably from the same line. But let's double check. So this one is Paris Flea Market Moda, Three Sisters. It matches perfectly. And this one is Seaside Rose, Three Sisters. So 2 of them are from the exact same line, and one of them is from a other Three Sisters line. And they're all 3 half yards, a little bit bigger than half yards. So we're gonna do that bundle. There we go. I'm doing them at $4 a piece. So you get 3 coordinating half yards, Three Sisters Moda. Really pretty. Light green. Going to
Two or three.
That's a good deal. Those are really pretty.
Thanks, T. Stewart.
All right, let's do another little bundle here. I think these are either fat quarters or quarter yards. Let's just double check. All right, this one's a fat quarter. They don't have marked selvage. This one is there's 2 of this print, and they are fat quarters. So one,
Heather and Terry and
so 2 of this one, fat quarters. And then this is a woven that's a light pink green little micro check. So you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like they are all, let's see, the woven is actually a half yard. The other 3 are fat quarters. So you're getting 3 fat quarters and a half yard. So let's see, we'll do, there we go. $2 a piece, a half yard and 3 fat quarters. Gorgeous. Look how pretty those are. Going to Catherine. Thank you.
Catherine Ark. Thanks, Catherine.
All right, this is a really cool woven. It's a fat quarter. It looks like kind of like woven trim. Isn't that beautiful? So it's a fat quarter. And then I have this piece that feels like cotton lawn. If you know what cotton lawn is, it has kind of a silky texture. And this is called Classically Home Laurel Cottage by Maria, 100% cotton. So it is a cotton lawn. See how it has kind of a slub in it? And it has this kind of a silky smooth feel to it. And this one's a fat quarter too. So you're getting this gorgeous woven and this gorgeous cotton lawn screen print swirl. 2 pieces, 2 fat quarters. $4 start. Here we go. So you get the cotton lawn piece and this gorgeous woven. 2 fat quarters. Going to Bryn. Thank you.
Bryn Best. Thank you, Bryn.
All right, this is a very light gray. It does have a tiny micro print on there. Let me see if I can get close. Kind of like a little grid type print, and that's your color, like a dove gray. And it is a screen print. I think there's 2 yards here. And it is marked. It's RJR. Lynette, somebody hard to read. Lynette Anderson of Lynette Anderson Designs for RJR. All right, let me check and make sure there's 2 yards of that. 1, 2. Yeah, there's 2 full yards. Does anyone want less than the 2 yards of this? I'm going to run it as the full piece. Beautiful light gray blender with that tiny little kind of crisscross hash mark. I haven't run table runner kits. I can do some of those for sure. All right, let's do those. Take a break for a second.
Did we sell the table runner kits?
What's that?
Did we sell the table runner kits?
I just answered her. Where were you?
Well, I heard.
So you accused me of not listening to you.
No, but all you said is, okay, let's do that. I didn't know if that's what you were referring
All right.
to.
So this one is spring table topper. Here's your instructions, 2-sided. And here's all your fabrics. So we've got that.
Don't know.
Oh, that's cute. Some white, that, some brown, that. I think this is enough for 2 because this is totally a different vibe. This is 2 table runner kits. So 1 for this season, 1 for spring. They were both in the bag. So, and you only have 1 pattern. So you're getting 2 table runners. It makes a, see if it says what size, finished size on here. It says kit includes pattern and top and fabric for top and binding. So you're getting 2 kits here with 1 pattern. I don't see that. It says the inside. Oh, background fabric 10 by 22, borders 15 by 45. So that gives you an idea of size. Okay. So all of this for 2 different table runners. 1 and 2. Okay. Let's run that.
Welcome in, Chris.
Let me just check
Welcome
weight.
in, Missy.
All right, let me make sure this doesn't weigh over a pound before I run it. Just really quick. Sorry. Yeah, we can do it at that size. Okay. All right, here you go. 2 table runners for 1,
Welcome
2
in,
for
Gail.
1. All the fabric for that one, and then the spring one. So you're getting them both, and the instructions in the bag. Catherine is taking that.
Yeah, Bernard.
Now I have to try and get it back in. Bert's mad at me because I took it out in the first place. You can't show the fabric if you leave it in the bag. Right? Everyone defend me. You got to show the fabric. So she did a lot of classes. So she has lots of things like this where there's like multiples per kit because, she would teach the classes. All right, this one has the batting with it. And it is a quilt as you go table runner, and it has muslin in a big piece of muslin, a bunch of strips, and this cotton bat to make a table runner. And here's your instructions. So it's kind of one of those quilt as you go ones. So the whole bag, that's running. So muslin, a bunch of strips, and your batting is in there too. So a nice big chunk of batting.
Nope, no takers on that one.
All right. Let's see, any others? All right, this one is a Christmassy one. Snowman runner. Here's your instructions, and it does have diagrams and pictures. And then here's all your fabrics.
Welcome in, Amanda, and
And it's got a really cute snowman print in there, and then other greens. And the snowman is Moda. So it's all nice quilt shop.
Welcome on in,
Buttons. So super cute snowman. She spent $16.61 on this kit. Here you go. That's right. Snowman runner kit. And your snowman fabric is this Moda print with super cute snowman.
Yes, right out.
Right out. Thank you.
Thanks, that's right out.
Those are the ones I have up here right now. And then I'll have more another day. I was focusing on the pre-cuts, so I didn't get all the rest of them pulled out. Does someone want this for Easter? It is sewing themed. It makes this cute berry basket, and you just find some kind of container and look what's with it. The handle with the little wool pom-poms and the spool. See how it's a spool? So you get the pattern and the handle kit. This is super cute. It's called Thread Doodly Doos, and it uses wool. So this is wool applique. Darling, someone needs this. So let me just weigh it and run it because that handles. Oh, and this is a piece of that pressed wood for the bottom of the bucket. So maybe you just use interfacing. Okay, here we go. This one can go this weight. I'm running it for $6. You get the pattern and the handle bottom kit. Felted wool, sewing themed. Oh, and there's you make a little wool bird or something that goes on there. Or is it a flower? Oh, I think it's a flower. Sandman's. This is super cute.
Thanks,
Grass.
man.
Here's another one that you can use
Welcome in.
For felted wool. And it is a pin rest and needle keeper. And it has the felted wool flowers on there. It's like one of those little open and shut needle keeper pin things. Pocket full of posies. So this is the pattern. So if someone wants that one, it's running. Pocket full of posies, to use your felted wool to make a little needle and pin, needle keep and pin rest using felted wool. Thank you for your bids. Welcome in.
Lolly,
Thank you,
61.
for joining us.
Thanks, Lolly.
Let me find a couple more of those fun ones. All right, this one is hatched and patched pockets of posies, and it makes, let's see, finished sized 73 by 73. And this has applique on it too. So it's a full quilt pattern, 73 by 73. That's really cute. So let's do that one.
Welcome in, Felicia.
Oh, you know what? I think this is actually, oh, it says month on it, you guys. So hang on a second. I just noticed that.
Says Lolly.
So it's actually, I think, just first square in a square border, center applique. So it just makes the center. Do you want this still, or do you want me to find you something else? Because there's some other ones, but they're, let me see. So it doesn't make if you get all of them and make them, then it makes that size. And I have a couple of others of these, but they're not. Let me show you what I have. That one's the same. So I just have these two. How about I give you the
Lolly
two?
said just the basket.
Just the basket. Okay, you want just the basket. Okay.
All right.
And then this one is Tree of Christmas Cheer, hatched and patched. Oh my gosh, this is cute. So it makes a 5.5 by 16-inch tree. Stuffed tree. That's cute. Okay, who wants this one? That's running.
I was asking if you're just the basket or the whole quilt.
Yeah, it's just the basket part. So it was showing that you can, if you get all of them, you can then end up making a quilt, but it's just the center part. So if you don't want that, let me know, and I can trade you out for something else. All right, this one is June.
Thank you, June.
Because I do have this one that's from the same collection.
She says, can I get both patterns?
Yes, so I'll give you one of these too. So this one makes this other block with these other little baskets. That works. Okay.
There you go. Thank you, June. Oh, you don't owe us anything, Lolly.
Yeah, no, heck no. That was my bad because I didn't notice that until I run it. All right, this is a wool floral runner. So it makes a table runner completely out of wool, and it has the wool applique on it. So really pretty. Look at all that pretty applique. So that's running if you want to use some stuff to use your felted wool with. And some of those large bundles definitely had pieces big enough to make a runner out of. No takers on that one. Okay. This one is, let's see. This one is a Happy Easter. It uses felted wool and they're like primitives. So it makes the pillow and then these little bunny and little baskets that are like a chick and a bunny. And inside here is, she has the basket or the pillow partly. This is the front of it, and she's got it all put on there. You just have to stitch it. So it's felted wool on kind of like a woven cotton linen feel fabric. And then she's also got some little eggs. Without those two have a pattern on them that she's going to felt the applique on there. And then you've got, all these pattern pieces and stuff. So if someone would like this Easter pattern and stuff that's in there already. So partly done. It is a definite primitive look. So if you're not primitive vibe, this is not for you. Because it's definitely kind of, in my opinion, a little bit, creepy looking. Primitives are kind of that way, right? Okay. So primitive look. Let me run this. I'm not selling it well, sorry. But if you want this one, it's running. I'll just do $6. You get everything there. The pattern and the stuff inside. And it looks like there's some, this one makes a goose bag. And it's a donkey head. Catherine is taking that, right? It's a donkey. No, it's a rabbit. It's a rabbit. Sorry. So yeah, primitives coming to you.
Thank you, Catherine.
This is, let's run another giveaway, a buyer giveaway, and then I'll see if anyone wants to stick around for, I have stamina for about maybe 15, 20 more minutes, and we can do some more wool and scrap bags if you guys want them. So everyone that made a purchase, get in this buyer giveaway. And this one, you get to choose between these two. So these are little batting sample bags that were given out probably either to the quilt shop from the supplier or at a quilt show. And this one is Dream Cotton, 100% pure cotton batting, and they're nice little folded pieces. And this one is newest fine denier microfiber, silky and soft. Same thing. And there's a black one in there. So you get to pick one of those bags of batting. Did the Easter sell? My phone died. Yes, it did.
Thanks, Liz.
The Easter, that primitive Easter one that I was running, it did. Someone grabbed it. Yep. Oh, thank you, Liz. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope she gets better. That sucks. We know how that is. Bert was sick all last week, as you know. All right. So everyone getting that giveaway, and we'll draw that pretty quick here. Liz, get in really quick before you leave. I'm drawing it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is our winner? Winner, chicken dinner. Donna, Hugh, Patricia. Patricia won. Do you want the Dream Poly or the Dream Cotton bag of batting? The cotton, you got it. All right, give her that. All right, running another one. So another giveaway running. And this one, you can pick the Dream Poly bag, or these are a little bit smaller pieces, but this one is Dream Orient, made out of silk, bamboo, tencel, and cotton. So it's a nice little folded up piece. And this one is Dream Blend, 70 cotton, 30 silky poly. So, or you can get the bigger bag of the poly.
And Carrie's looking for red cotton scraps.
Red cotton scraps. Okay. I'll see what I can do for you. All right. So everyone in to win, pick a poly bag or batting bag. Wow. I can't talk today. All right, here we go. Who's gonna win? Going to Cindy Bro. Congrats, Cindy. If you want the bigger bag of the Dream Poly, the Dream Orient with silk and bamboo in it, or the Dream Blend with cotton poly. Which would you like? So 1, 2, or 3. The silk one. That looks fun to use, huh? To try. All right. Let's see if we can put together a scrap bundle of reds. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bag. So you'll get the little zip project pouch. This is the size that is 9 by 7 mesh project bag with zip. And I'm going to just start putting red stuff out of my scrap bins until it's full. And weighs, I think I'll try and see if we can get it to weigh. Well, we'll just kind of see. All right, so big, huge strip of reds. Here are some pieces of reds. Some more pieces of red. That one's kind of a hot pink red. Oh, you know what? These aren't scraps. These are quilt squares, quilt blocks. Okay, let's see where else I have. There's not a lot of red in this. So we may not be able to make a big one because I just noticed that these that I thought were scraps are actually crazy quilt squares that are sewn together. And I'm out of scrap bundles because we sold them all. Okay, so that's about what I can get, but let me look at pieces. There's some more, maybe. No, these are all crazy quilt. Because you have this marked as a scrap bag, but
I don't have it marked as a scrap bag. Oh, well.
So maybe I don't know. These are crazy quilt squares. So
well, I didn't. Huh, I don't know.
I thought they were scraps, but they're crazy quilt squares. All of them. Interesting. Okay. So maybe we don't have a lot of scraps left. Sorry, you guys.
I think maybe that tag got transferred from something.
Oh, did it? Yeah, because all of these are in this bin are crazy quilt squares too. And pieces. Okay, so guess what? We sold them all. So if you want crazy quilt square bundles, I mean, I have a few reds here, and that's all I've got. That are a few strips. So and this one's flannel even. Who was it that wanted the reds? Carrie. So yeah, sorry.
She says no thanks.
Yeah. All right.
But Catherine says she likes quilt squares.
All right, so let's do a bundle of crazy quilt squares. I'll just kind of fill one of these. So see how they're just like stuff like this? And I'll just fill one of these project bags with all these little crazy quilt squares and pieces until it's really full. Because you'll get a ton. It'll be a fun scrap bag, right? So a bunch of there's she just did like, quilt as you go, crazy quilts. And there's all these pieces. Oh, that one's more like a triangle. I'll leave that one out. These are all crazy quilt squares. Okay. So that's pretty full. Someone wants that, you get the nice little mesh bag and everything in there. I'll just weigh it and run it. 4 ounces of scraps. Crazy quilt scrap blocks. And the mesh bag. Yes, Lolly, let me find that. Who won that so I can have Bert pull it out? Who won that primitive Easter pattern? The one that had the.
It was.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'll show it to you. All right, and this is going to Bren. Congrats. All right, so this is.
Thanks, Bren.
Exactly Easter by Kindred Spirits. So exactly Easter, Kindred Spirits. Take a screenshot if you want to. There you go. Yeah, and that's the name of the maker, Kindred Spirits, on the back. You're welcome. All right, I did find some pieces in here that are pieces, not crazy quilt squares, but they're not reds. They're just, pieces of fabric. So I'm going to make a scrap bag. So all that, let me see if I can find a few more that are not squares. That one's a batik, I think. That one. All right, that's a big bundle. All right, let's put it in one of these little project bags.
Catherine wants to know about any more quilt squares.
Yeah, I can do some more crazy quilt squares. All right, this is just big scraps. It weighs 7 ounces, and you get the project bag. Here we go. That's running. So you get all the scraps that you saw me put in there. It weighs 7 ounces, and you get the mesh bag.
June, take
June
that.
is taking that one. Okay, crazy quilt squares. These are bigger ones. So 1, 2. How many do you want? Do you want me to just count out a certain number and run it, or? That's 5 big ones. Here's 6, 7, 8,
A bunch.
9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How's that? We'll run 15 of them. Let me see what that weighs. 3 ounces. And these are about, just to give you an idea of size, these are about, let's see. These are about 8 or bigger, 8-inch square or bigger. That's one of the smaller ones. So these are good size, crazy quilt squares. That's right. So you're getting 15 of these cute, crazy quilt squares. Thank you, Bryn.
Thanks, Bren.
All right. Anyone else want wool or anything else? I think I want to wrap it up. And let me run the last buyer giveaway. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us today. Last buyer giveaway running, and you can get this bag of batting. Or let's see what this is, because I pulled this out of somewhere. It's a little rolled up something. Oh, this has Utah on it. I don't know that anyone wants this. It's a little Utah themed panel. That's kind of cute. Maybe I'll save that. See if Kenny wants that. So no on that, because I'm going to see if Kenny wants that. And then, so your choices are this thing of batting or this one. And this is the Dream Blend small piece. And then
Go out, Bren, and then come back into the show.
Yeah, if it's not letting you enter, go out and come back in. Let me know when you're back in.
That is a frequent
Glitch. Yeah, that happens
all the time.
Yeah, so I'll wait a second until you get back in and tell me that you've entered.
She's good.
You're good? Okay, let's draw. Here we go. And Georgine, congrats. Oh, thank you so much. All right, do you want the big bag of the Dream Poly or the smaller one that's the 70 cotton 30 poly?
The poly.
You got it. Okay. All right, you guys, I think we're gonna call it a day and go raid somebody. And just bookmark all of our shows. The next one of the estate sale I'll probably do next week. I've got a couple of raid trains, so I'll probably do it the week after. So just look at the thumbnails and we'll be back on and we'll have more wool. And I am probably going to do Civil War next. So we have tons of amazing Civil War fabrics, and so make sure you're in there for that. And I've got some quilt kits and stuff like that too. So Civil War will probably be the next up, and we'll do wool with it as well. And let's go see who we can raid. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful night. We're going to go raid into, let's see, do you guys want to go to Country Roads with Michelle, or let's see. Oh, Jean's City Stash is on. Broken by Design is doing something in community. Let's see. So that's not fabric. All right. Where do you guys want to go? Whoever has the least. All right. Let's go to Country Roads. Thank you so much. She's a good friend and she's probably doing patterns and fabric. Here we go. Thanks, everyone.